Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for being here with me on this one of the last Fridays of April, which is kind of scary to thinking about. It's like, it only feels like yesterday was the Easter, but now suddenly it's almost May. But glad that you guys are all here with me today. I have some really exciting brand new pieces today. I've had an assortment of pieces that have been in progress for the past couple of months. So today I have a few, I'm looking at them very excitedly, that are completed. So I am very excited to share them with you guys today. They are, of course, golden quartz pendants. And which, by the way, Stanley, if you're watching, please call me. I do have something special for you. And also a lot of other, other designer pieces as well. I have feather brooches, which, feather designs in general have been ever so popular. So if you're excited for that, please let me know. And of course, emerald pieces, multicolored sapphire earrings. Tanzanites, I have one. I'm wearing it right now. So if you're, looking for bluing block D, sooner or later we might have to send you elsewhere, but as of today I only have this one. So if you're looking for a larger style stone, I do have this one. It is an oval. It is gorgeous. I also have a Paraiba. I know those are quite expensive, but I do have a Paraiba in a pendant, and I thought the pendant, like, it disappeared for a long period of time. I think it's been like a year at this point. And I saw it yesterday and I was like, I thought this was gone. Like, how is it here again? And turns out it was on display at a private museum. So we'll get to more of that later. And I'm really glad that that is back because, Paraiba of that color and quality, it's like, I was like, of course it's gone. And then it came back and I was like, why is it back? But now that it is here, it is an opportunity for one of you guys. So excited to share that with you guys. And Congolese tourmalines, I do have two. So very excited about that. That's like the current hot stone. That's like the one stone that's been flying out the door just like that. So I'm glad that I have two today. So 2 collars and 2 rings. So we have that to get to as well. Corner roofing is here too, and anything else you want to see, I have a trio of imperial topazes. All are going to be marked down to the same exact price. So if you're looking for an imperial topaz, that is yet another, I know, rare and collectible stone. Seems like we only have rare and collectible, but of course this is TVON. We have, no matter what you want, Paraibas, diamonds, whatever you want, we got it. So call me if you have any questions or requests. Or if you want to see anything that I just mentioned, like right now, just let me know. I can bring it out for you and show it to you. And that's enough chatter for me. Let's get right to it. And our very first item of today is going to be fire opal. So here we are, fire opal. I know last week it was just opal madness. We had Boulder opals, we had black opals, we had fire opals. And now here today, I was like, you know what? We had some impressive pieces last week. They were all of the larger stones, and yet they were a teeny tiny little price tag. So I thought, you know what? Maybe not everyone is looking for the larger stones. So I thought today we'd bring out 112-4000. Love that item number. Very easy to remember. And here we have our 290 pear-shaped fire opal. And hello everyone watching on Facebook and YouTube. And on our website, and hello Julie, hello Carolyn, hello G, hello everyone. And this is going to be one of those smaller sized fire opals because, again, I know some of you guys are like me. We got those, teeny tiny little hands, and, larger pieces may not necessarily look as nicely on us, but I say if you love it, just wear it, right? No one's going to judge as long as you got a fine, high quality piece. Like, no one's gonna go look at your hand and be like, meh, right? So wear it, love it, but I just thought, you know what, bring out a smaller piece today. This has also got 11 points of white diamonds in this gorgeous minimalist mounting. I know it's like a whole 180 from what we had last week. I know last week was like single halo and kind of like a double halo and, matching pear-shaped yellow diamonds and this and that. And this week we are taking it down a notch and we are going to bring you this fabulous pear-shaped fire opal. And, honestly, I am not one for pear shapes. They are not my, necessarily go-to type of stone shape. But when it's a stone of this caliber, of this quality, I'm like, you know what? It is a amazing stone. And I will overlook the fact that it is in a pear shape. It's got those bright, hot reds. And it's got those, just flashes of like bright, intense, like sunlight inside of the stone. And this is currently in the white gold. If you really want to change it to the yellow gold or even the rose gold, we'll say go ahead, you can do that. I think fire opal, like no matter the quality, I'd prefer it in either the white or the yellow gold. Me personally tend to go for the yellow gold. But again, if you want that maximum contrast, I think, keep it in the white gold. If you want to go a little bit different, I'm open to the rose gold. Past couple of weeks or months, I've been open to, mandarin garnets and even the rose gold, so fire opals. Some have some parts of both stones have a very similar aspect, so I'm like, I would be open to seeing it in the rose gold too. That's an idea. Maybe you'll see some fire opals in rose gold in the near future, who knows, right? But white, yellow, or the rose gold, we will do that for you. And again, I just love how 11 points of diamonds, yes, but not everything has to be in a single halo. When you look in your jewelry collection and everything's in a single halo, then it kind of gets, blurred together. So having this kind of a different design really just, makes it a little bit different, makes it a little bit more fun to wear. I could almost even see you pairing it with like one of the demontoid wonder rings. I'm just thinking because the design of this piece reminds me of like leaves and such. So I was like, red and green maybe, very, complementary colors, on the opposites of the color spectrum, but, it's very, I think it's a very open piece to maybe, play around with, and this is no longer going to be that $29.99 price tag. I know, I hope there's at least, one fire opal lover out there today. And, just look at it. Even though it is a smaller stone from what we are usually used to seeing, it's still got that intense bright reds. It is turning the wheel a red color, which by the way, that this is just standard, printer paper. This is not, a mysterious, wheel, material that is made that is, reflective by any way. So the fact that there is a red flash bouncing off of the wheel here, that is just saying that this stone is a powerful stone. And it's not even going to be $19.99 either. And just take a look at it from the back here. Even from here, it's like, wow, I did not know that gold could be that color. But no, it is just, the white gold and the fire opal quite literally being on fire here. So $19.99, not going to be either. I just thought I'd bring it out here early. And who knows, this might be the next like Congolese Tourmaline sort of thing where everyone is fighting for fire opal. These trends tend to happen, on the moment, so it's kind of fun to see here. But hello, Amy. Hello, Tracy. Welcome Friday. And if you like this, very quick, very easy. We'll just do it very first caller, $999. So just like that, saved you $2,000 off of this fire opal. So $999. We'll make this yours, and let's take it on the hand here and see what it looks like. Because yes, I know $290, on paper, that's like, that's not that large of a stone. But then when you see it on the hand here, you're like, oh wait, yeah, that's really close to 3 carats, but that is still a pretty sizable stone. And even though only 11 points of the diamonds, they are still visible, even though they are, micro-paved into this sort of leaf-like design, they are still visible. And of course, what else is still visible? Those intense flashes inside of this fire opal, and $999 will make it yours. Again, if you want to switch it to the yellow gold or the rose gold, we will do that for you. You just might have to wait a couple of weeks, but we will remake the entire mounting in your choice of gold color and ring size. Move the stone right on over and send it out to you just like that. So let me actually flip it around too, because I know pear shapes, there's like technically 2 ways to wear it. So this is what it looks like. Flip the other way around, which just look at that stone. It's like it's got its own little warm little campfire inside. And $999, I don't have anything else that I know of that's even close in terms of size or value to this. So if you want, a smaller stone, definitely call me on this, $999. And this is what it looks like from the side again from this perspective. So again, it's got a bit of a basket here, but overall it is just a gorgeous piece, and might I add, wearable as well. You know, when you have those larger stones and they hit the double halo, triple halos, it's kind of like, okay, maybe I want to limit myself when I wear this, but when you have something like this is just like everyday wearable. And you know, summer's coming up. The way that this design is created kind of also reminds me of the summertime, you know, in a way. I mean, it's very fresh, it's very, you know, simple, but it feels light in a way as well. So call me on this one. Let's go back up close on this. And again, Stanley, if you're watching, please let me know. I do have something for you today. And call me on this fire opal here. Hello, Nancy. Hello, hello. Welcome to Friday. And of course, any requests. If you want to see, again, the larger fire opals, we can always check and see what's left in the inventory in the back there. But, you know, just thought, bring out a smaller stone for someone today. And if you like it, call me quickly. If it's gone, it'll be gone. I can try to bring back some more, but, you know, there's no guarantees here. So let me know on this one. And I do have several other pieces. I have a ruby in a pendant. Now, when I say ruby in a pendant, you're probably thinking, you know, a ruby stone and, you know, a single halo of diamonds, diamonds on the bail. I have something that is quite different today, so super excited about that. It is a designer piece as well, and I would even say that there's multiple ways to wear this piece that is coming up next. So call me on this fire opal. And yeah, this stone still like what we've seen last week. You know, I showed you guys a pair of earrings that were, you know, more on the orange side, but the stones and the rings that I have showed you guys, I even made the comparison side by side. The rings showed more red, and this one too is red. You know, there are some fire opals out there that, you know, don't get me wrong, you know, each to their own. You know, if you prefer the more orange stones, like, go for it. But I will say, if you're looking for more of the red fire opals, this one is definitely one of those red fire opals. So let me know if you'd like to grab it. We're going to move right along here, so do not miss out on this one. And next up, we have yet another red stone. Another red stone that also has its own fair share of internal flash fire pop of color, and this is going to be 1123736, and this is our ruby pendant. And yes, I know it's not like your usual ruby pendant. I just thought, you know, this is such an interesting piece. It's very modern in a way as well. I absolutely love this. This is 18K white gold. 95 points of your heart-shaped ruby. I would say in the center, but it's kind of not in the center, but you know what I mean. And also 43 points of your diamonds here, which, you know, this is not a small piece. This is definitely a piece that, you know, a lot of different ways to wear it, whether you want to wear it, you know, higher up on your neckline, lower down, you know, it is completely up to you. But this here is a $39.99 price tag, a was price, if you will, and we are not going to do that today. And I know it's a very unique piece. It's very like, it's like, I don't know what that is, but it's obviously not a ring, not a bangle. I don't think it's an earring. So it's a very interesting piece. It reads very interesting as well. And you know me, if the ruby doesn't speak to me, and the design does, then I say, you know, put it away. If I don't like the ruby, I don't like it. I'm not gonna bring it out just because I like the design. But this one, luckily, I love both the design and the ruby. And here it is, not going to be $29.99 or even $1,999. And hello, Mrs. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. If you would like this, not even going to be $15.99, and you're wondering, oh, it's, you know, barely a few points shy of being a carat, and that's it, right? You know, it's going to be a small little pendant, not really worth it. Take a look at it against the hand here, because this is not a small piece. I know. On the wheel, it can be kind of deceiving, where it's like you see the numbers on the graphics and you're just like, yeah, that's, you know, 43 points of diamonds, that's nothing. But when you have it laid out like this, like, That is not a small piece, and in fact, from top to bottom, it is 2 inches in length. So that's a number that is helpful, I would say. 2 inches from top to bottom. Wear it however you want to. When I first saw it, I'd say I would wear it like this so the heart is facing right way up. But, again, wear it however you want to. There are going to be like, I guess, hidden bails down the entire piece here. So, again, if you want to flip it around, if you want to string the chain through the center, I don't know how that would, hold up, but, experiment with this piece. This is not going to be $15.99 either. If you would like it, call me now. We'll make it $1,399 for this entire pendant, and also take a look at it on the neckline here. And I mean, that is just a fabulous piece. It is definitely a sizable one, and $13.99 will get it home to you. And let's go back up close and take another look at it here. And yeah, I know 43 pointed diamonds, not much, but it's like these stones are not small. These stones are not, micro-sized diamonds going down the entire piece. These are pretty sizable stones. And $13.99, call me on this one if you would like to grab it here today, and we will let it spin there for a few moments before we move on here. Now I'm in a in a situation where I don't know if I want to show you guys the Congo tourmalines next, or if I want to show you guys my new designs that are freshly completed here, but looks like we might have a request here, so excited to see that. This is for whom? For Linda. Oh, I don't think I've seen this piece before, so very nice surprise here. So it looks like we'll be getting to a request first for Linda. And again, Stanley, if you're watching, please call me. I do have a piece for you. Very excited about it. So Stanley, if you're watching, please call me, or else I'll be forced to flash your piece. And I don't want to do that, but this is a request coming up next. So call me on this one. Fabulous glow on this ruby here. And next up, we have a piece I'll have to figure out how to grab here. It's going to be 1123529. This is here by request, and again, with the round diamonds and the tapered baguettes. Just that combination, I was like, when we first introduced that designer, it was very like, wow, like tapered baguettes, my new favorite like shape overall. But then when you have it mixed like that, it really just emphasizes the contrast between the two cuts, and that's what I love about, this combination here. This is 18K white gold. This is a carat 65 combined of all of your diamonds here. And if you thought, round, brilliant cut white diamonds were bright, I'd say think again, because these tapered baguette diamonds somehow, completely different cut, but to me when I look at it, it's like it is just that much more blinding and that much more bright. And this is here by request, $49.99, no longer going to be $29.99, not going to be your final price either. And yes, I agree, Miss S, it is a diamond candy corn. Chain comes with. And if you would like this, Linda, please call me and let me know. I don't know if this was requested specifically, but this is going to be $19.99 for our requester here. And this is what it looks like from the back side as well. So it's, didn't need to go with a undergallery on this because, you're never going to see the back side of your pendant. But here we go. I mean, all that extra gold, why not? Just throw it in, right? And speaking of extra gold, this chain comes with, and $19.99 on this one. Take a look at it against the hand here. And that is what it looks like. And I mean, again, this is not a small piece. I know it's so easy to just go a carat 65, a little bit over a carat and a half of diamonds, but when you have it like this, it's like, wow, that is such a presence on the hand. And I mean, even look at it on the hand, like right here, if you were to imagine this as a ring, like that would be a pretty sizable ring. And take a look at it against the neckline here as well. And you can just see how bright the diamonds are, all of them, all carat 65 of them. And thank you so much on this one if you do get it. And let's go back up close here. And of course, chain does come with, so there we have it. And I think I'm going to have to show you the Congolese tourmalines up next. Now I do have two, and they so happen to be the exact same price, so that's a little bit of a spoiler alert on the other one. But I will start with the larger of the two here, so thank you so much on that pendant if you do get it. But here we have the first of our two Congo tourmalines. This is 1123931. They've been so popular, and I'm just, so glad that I at least have two today to show you guys. And they are smaller stones. This one is going to be our 518 cushion cut center stone. And again, I mentioned I do have two today. They happen to be the same exact price, very similar in terms of carat weight. And let me actually just have the other one just kind of, hovering in the background there. So if you, prefer one over the other, just know that they are going to be the same exact price. So I'll just have the other one kind of, lurking in the background there. But this one also has a carat 11 of your diamonds in that fabulous bridge mounting right there. And, for both of them, if you want to change up the gold color, I don't see any restrictions. So I'd say go ahead if you want to switch it to the white gold, the rose gold even. I would advise against the rose gold. But, for stones like these, I would actually prefer them in the white gold just because of how unique the color is. You've probably seen, aquas and other stones like morganites, naturally tend to be on the lighter side. But when you have stones like those in different gold colors, they tend to kind of mix and muddle the stone. But, these stones, not necessarily on the lighter side, but still don't want to introduce any, secondary colors to really mix up the stone. But this is going to be the first of our two, which again, these two, your choice of, same price. Both started at $79.99. Both are not going to be that $79.99 price tag here. And so if you would like this one, call me now. You guys know our bridge mounting, and what I love about these stones too, this one in particular, I think both of them actually do, but this one actually reminds me of a stone I had not too long ago that from the north and south end, it was that bright, brilliant, kind of like a Marilani mint garnet green. And then from east to west, it was like a Paraiba blue. And this stone, just looking at it from this perspective, I would say that same idea somehow translates into this stone as well. And that cutting too, I know cushion cut, there's like the normal cushion cuts that we're so used to, but when a stone is cut like this with longer facets, less facets in them, it's almost like a cushion cut mixed with an emerald cut. And I think when you have a stone that is cut this way, it just shows off the colors, that much more better in a way. And if you would like either or, we're not going to do $59.99, $49.99, or even $3,999 on either of these, which again, the graphics are for this one right now, and we'll show you the graphics for this one right after that. But this one, I just had to start with the larger of the two. Larger by a few points here and there, but if you would like to have this one, or even this one, if you're like, or if you want to grab both, hey, totally up to you if you want to grab both and just call it a day, right? Take all of our Congolese tourmalines. But it's going to be not $3,999, but if you would like it, call me now. We'll make it $29.99, your choice of. Again, same price for both of them. If you want to grab this one, the graphics are for this one. We'll bring up the graphics for the other one right up next. This is what this one looks like on the hand here. So again, with our bridge mounting, a lot of diamonds on this one. And just look at that cut and how it just helps, disperse the color and the light throughout the entire stone here. And yes. Thank you very much. And this one, even all of the diamonds, and I know it's over a carat of diamonds. It is not distracting at all. Me personally, I'm at the point in my life where, if I were to get a piece, I wouldn't want to have maybe necessarily a carat 11 of diamonds like this. I would probably want to have something a little bit more different. But, even though it's got over a carat of diamonds, it's still completely wearable, daily wearable. And if you have something else in your collection that you think would look great with this one, matched together, that's great, right? And $29.99 will make it yours. And this is what it looks like from the side as well. You guys all know our bridge mounting. You guys all love our bridge mounting. But yes, it's a lot of diamonds, but no, it is not, overwhelming. And it's one of our most popular mountings. designs here at TVON. I think this is one of the designs that we've had the most, you know, other bridge designs based off of the original here. Obviously in the different shapes, you know, pear shapes, rounds, ovals, emerald cuts. Have we had a heart shape before? I'm trying to think actually. Have we had a heart shape bridge mounting? Huh, I don't think we've had a heart shape bridge mounting. That's interesting. I'm trying to think now. I'm really trying to think. Wow. I don't think we've had a heart-shaped bridge mounting. Unless I am wrong, please correct me, but I don't think we've had one before. We've had trullients, I know that. Fancy cuts, I don't think so, but we don't have that many fancy cut stones here. But yeah, I guess no heart shapes. But nonetheless, this is again one of our most popular designs, and we've done it with yellow diamonds, we've done it with pink diamonds, and I'm trying to work on a different color combination, but who knows how long that's going to take. And $29.99 on this one. Let's go back up close and put this one up for one more look here. This is what it looks like from the side again. I mean, that is just a gorgeous stone. Like I don't mind if you only showed me the stone from the side. Just from this perspective, I already know that this is a top quality stone. It is absolute perfection, and I just love how, again, the center stone is just set in a way where it's just hovering over your double row of diamonds there. This is what it looks like from the back as well, so true to size on this one. And this is one of two for our Congo tourmalines with the blues and the greens, and you know, it's nice to have stones that the colors look more mixed, but to me it's when the colors are a little bit separated so I can see the two different colors. It's almost like having a bicolor stone, and to me, that's like, it just gives me that much more, you know, to look at and to, you know, drool over. But this is the first of the two, so you already know the price of the other one, but we'll bring it up right now. You already know the price, and this is going to be $112,3958. And you can kind of see in this one how the colors are a little bit more brighter in this one as opposed to the other one. Still got that beautiful, you know, bright greens at the top and the bottom, and then that bright neon minty blues going through the center of the stone. This is actually going to be our 510 center stone. So again, both are going to be the same price. You know, one just happens to have a little bit more, you know, diamond and stone weight to it. But for this one, this is our 510 cushion cut center stone. Very similar to the other one, where it's like a mixture of a cushion cut and an emerald cut, which I absolutely adore. This has a carat 01 of your diamonds, and again, if you wanted to switch it up, a lot of these, I mean both of these, have a lot of diamonds, so you might not necessarily be seeing a lot of the gold weight, but you know, I just think it's nice to still have the option there if you wanted to change it. And if you do want to change it, I would recommend the yellow gold, but again, I would say keep them in the white gold. And you know, this one started at $79.99 as well, and you already know what it's going to be. So from $79.99 all the way down to $29.99, essentially your choice of, and again, same perspective as the other one. It's just such a bright, gorgeous, clean stone. And take a look at it from the back as well. This is the perfect perspective to see, you know, the quality of a stone, if there's any inclusions and imperfections in the stone, which, you know, this one clearly does not display anything. And both of them are true to size, and $29.99 your choice of. You know, give it some thought. I know I'm bringing you guys, you know, difficult problems where, you know, same price, two gorgeous pieces, which one do I take? So let's take a look at this one on the hand in the meantime here and see what it looks like. And I mean, still very similar with the other one, where it's just a gorgeous look at this specific cutting, and you can really see the greens where they are, the blues where they are, and it's just overall such a gorgeous piece. Again, $29.99 your choice of. Let me actually grab the other one and try them both on at the exact same time so you can kind of see a better comparison between the two, because I know it's like a difficult enough choice when you see them both, you know, on the wheel next to each other, but here they are on the hand together. And these are both gorgeous stones, and I'm actually thinking, like, why don't we make, you know, earrings out of these, right? But, you know, you saw the slight color difference in the two, and so $29.99 your choice of on both of these. And yes, Mr. Bracelet is here on my wrist, so just a little sneak peek. He's woken up from his nap here. And yeah, I agree, Tracy, these are both gorgeous. They are both beautiful, and they are truly so clear and sparkly, which, you know, tourmalines typically are not, but here we are. spoiling you guys rotten with both of these high quality stones here. So again, call me on either one of these. And do not be surprised if they are gone, you know, after the end of the show, before the end of the show, and you know, do not be surprised is all I'm saying. So let me know on either of these two Congolese tourmalines. This is all I have in terms of, you know, the stone in particular for today. So if you have any requests, again, let me know. Again, I don't have anything else out here. I wish I had. You know, it's nice that we're bringing you guys more of these stones here, but you know, they're trickling in, they're trickling out, so it's always nice to see, you know, the positive feedback from pieces like these, from stones like these. It's kind of funny. It was like, we've always had Congolese tourmalines. We had like maybe 2 pieces just hanging out in our inventory. And then it was that period of time where they happened to both come out to play, and then suddenly it's like they are the next popular stone. So, you know, from my perspective, it's so fun to see, and I'm just glad that you guys are like enjoying these pieces, because it's always nice to have different pieces in your collections as you go. So let me know on either of these. $29.99. You might have a few questions on, I hope, both of these, so that we don't have a fight in the phone bank, but let me know on either of these. $29.99. And black opals, I do have a ring here today with a mounting that I believe we have retired, because I haven't seen this at all. It actually hadn't struck me until just now, actually, that, you know, this is a large piece, but it's a design that I think we are no longer doing it, so, which is a shame, because it has a lot of diamonds. It is in a domed design, and this is a quick flash as to what it looks like. So if you have that mounting, you are lucky, because I don't think we're doing these anymore. So I do have, I guess, the last, you know, I'll have to go in the back and check again, but I think that is the very last piece with that specific mounting. So let me know if you want to see it anytime sooner. I also have a Trapiche emerald in a single halo, which I know, contradicting what I just said earlier, but you know, rare and collectible stones like this, it's like you just want to put it in the most exquisite mounting you want. But you know, there are some of you guys out there who maybe don't necessarily want to have, you know, the super fancy, super, you know, look at me kind of, you know, designer mounting, right? So single halo is where we have gone with this one. You know, even though it's rare, it's still collectible, it's still, you know, very few to go around, but this is going to be 11238868, and this is going to be Trapiche emerald in a single halo. It's still a fabulous piece, and it's still in a, I think I would say, the most wearable type of design out there. I mean, you can't get as simple, you know, more simple than a single halo with a good amount of diamonds. And here we are. This is our 203 center stone. It's our oval Trapiche. I just love the chatoyancy that is happening in this stone. It really looks like you just like something fell into the water, like the, I almost said the cat's eye, but it almost looks like the Trapiche emerald like fell into a pool of crystal clear water, and like what you see, the effect happening in the stone looks like the ripples of the water's surface, and I would have never expected emerald to do this, and yet here we are with a Trapiche emerald nonetheless. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Change it if you want to. Again, emeralds, I'd say go for the yellow gold, but for a piece like this, I'd say keep it in the white gold. Just keep it as simple as possible. And this also has 53 points of the diamonds here. So again, yes, I know it is a smaller, you know, type of style, but it is still a gorgeous piece nonetheless. It is not, you know, microscopic little diamonds, you know, can't see them. This is a pretty decently sized piece overall, and it is not going to be $49.99. If you've been on the hunt for a more simple, you know, Trapiche emerald ring, I'm glad that I have this one for you. As you've seen the others probably, you know, bridge design, bridge mounting, and I'm trying to think of any others, but I can only remember the one in the bridge. But this is not going to be $49.99. Take a look at it from the side here. It's got kind of that cabochon cut to it. And single halo, absolutely love that. And I mean, this is what it looks like from the back as well. And overall, just a very simple simple design, a very simple piece, and I just love how it looks under the light. And if you would like it, not even going to be $29.99 or $24.99 on this one. Take a look at it on the hand here, because it is a gorgeous piece here. Let me just look at it. Even from here, you know, out of a direct light source, it has still got that gorgeous emerald green glow to it. And if you would like it, call me right now. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, slight basket still, you know, let the light through for the diamonds. And of course for your emerald in the center there. But this is not going to be $24.99. If you would like it, one caller only, call me right now. We'll make it $1,999 on this fabulous Trapiche emerald single halo piece. And I don't have anything else as simple as this. I mean, I do have the two that kind of give you like the eye effect, but if you want to go like traditional, this is it with the single halo. Love the look. And you can see from here the diamonds are not small at all, and they are pretty sizable as well for, you know, 53 points of your diamonds here. And it's just overall such a gorgeous piece. $19.99 will make it yours. And let us go back up close, take another look, as I believe a request just came in. I think it's also a emerald, so glad that we're all loving the emeralds. And again, Stanley, if you're watching, please call me. I do have a piece for you. Stanley, if you're watching, please call us. I have a piece for you. And I know watching TVON is dangerous if you have your credit card memorized, which some of you guys do have your credit cards memorized, which, you know, massive respects to you. I can barely remember the 3 digits on mine, and yet here you guys are memorizing all of the digits on your credit cards. But this is here by request. Let me know on this Trapiche. But next up we have 1123517. Oh, and this is actually a necklace. Pretty heavy chain, I will say. Let me get a better grip on this one. But this has a pretty, you know, heavy chain. It is actually connected to the pendant itself, so there is no removing of the piece from the chain. But hey, when you have a chain that is like this thick, I would just keep it that way. But again, this is 1123517. This is going to be yet another emerald piece here. This is going to be actually platinum, which I guess partially explains the weight of the chain here. And I'm very surprised. This is brand new. I guess it is. This is our 70-point Asher cut Colombian emerald in the center here. Gorgeous color to it, which again, I will say not a 100% clean emerald, which very few of them out there are. But this still has that gorgeous flash to it. It reminds me of, you know, the ruby heart shape we had at the very beginning, which still supposed to be a highly included stone, and yet it is displaying these intense flashes of color. It's got 43 points total weight of your diamonds here. So yes, you not only have your standard round brilliant cut white diamonds, but you also have the baguette cut stones on either side there, and not to mention the 3 larger round white diamonds at the top there. I would say it's a bail, but kind of not really. Kind of serves visually as a bail there. But this is our $39.99 necklace. Chain is attached. And I don't know who this request is for, but if you like what you see, please call me now. We're not even going to make it $1,999. It's an entire necklace. You know, a chain of this, you know, caliber, you'd probably have to spend an extra couple of $100 just on the chain itself, but here we have it. The chain is built in for you, just like that. This is what it looks like from the back side too. So here you can really see again anything that is happening inside of the stone. And I will say again, there are inclusions inside of the stones. Emeralds typically do have them. I think that's the nice part. If you see an emerald that is too clean to be, you know, too good to be true even out there, I would probably raise an eyebrow, especially if you've never, you know, shopped with them before. But, you know, this is a nice way of telling you that, hey, this emerald is natural. And for our requester, this is not going to be $19.99 or $17.99 or $16.99. Take a look at it against the hand here, as it is such a gorgeous piece. It is a fabulous necklace here, and this is what it looks like. I mean, when I put it down, the first thing you probably immediately looked at was the emerald because of how bright it is. Like, you probably didn't even look at the bracelet that I'm wearing. Your eye immediately went to how intense and bright that green is, and I have to agree with you, like, that is one of the most spectacular emeralds I've seen. And if you like it, call me now. We'll make it $1,499 for this piece for one collar and one collar alone. And again, remember that the chain is connected to the entire piece, so there is no removing of the chain. You are having this quite, sizable, heavy chain. So $14.99 on this one. Let me know. This is what it looks like against the neckline as well. Kind of blends in with my top here, but this is what it looks like from this perspective here. So again, a gorgeous piece, and probably shouldn't have worn green today for emeralds, but this is here by request. $14.99 on this one. Let's go back up close and take another look at it. And I think next up we might have to bring out the golden quartz pieces because they are not small pieces. They are pretty fancy schmancy. So we'll see if anyone has got this one. This is again here by request, not planned for today, but I am glad that it is here. If you want the Trapiche emerald, that is still here. If you want the heart-shaped ruby in the pendants, that is also still hanging out here. And I think a few other pieces, not sure, we'll have to check with our operators. Stanley, okay, does he want to stay on the line? I'll bring it up right now, or no problem. So Stanley, thank you for calling in. I do have this fabulous piece for you, and I hope you love it because I absolutely love with, how it turned out here. But this next piece is for you, Stanley. Take a look at this piece. This is a gorgeous gold quartz. Yes. Let me check for you on that. In the meantime, this is going to be 1123984. And we'll just check on the length of the necklace here. The necklace looks like it's 16 inches on that one. Yep, 16 inches and entirely platinum. But this is going to be our 337 square natural gold quartz in our ring here. No diamonds, no accent stones, just gold and gold quartz. And this fabulous piece is for you, Stanley. And I think we were a little bit inspired by a previous piece that was here a little while ago, but this is just a gorgeous piece. I just love the square cut. You know me, I love emerald cuts, trillion squares. I mean, there's just something about it which, it's been my dream to do something like this. It almost gives like a signet style as well. It is just such a fabulous piece. All mirror finished yellow gold, and it does have to stay like it is in the size 8 currently, so make note of that. And this is just, again, a fabulous piece under gallery, so it's comfortable to wear, and you can still see the gold quartz from this side too. And I mean, no prongs. Yeah, that's a good note. No prongs in this one. So again, smooth to the touch. Don't have to worry about, gents rings or ladies ring. If there's no prongs, you don't have to worry about it catching on anything. And this is just a gorgeous piece. I am glad that it is here today. Not going to be $39.99, $29.99, or even $1,999. And I just absolutely love this piece and how, that gold quartz by itself too, it's almost like I just see gold quartz and I just immediately think of like watercolor paintings, those ink drawings with like gold flecks just like, placed in the paintings. And if you would like this one, not $19.99, but call me now, we'll make it $1,699 for the very first caller today. And take a look at it on the hand. I absolutely love how it looks on the hand. I mean, just look at how modern and fresh it looks. I mean, wear it however you want, but just look at this perspective. All of that gold in this one ring. I mean, it truly reminds me of a signet style ring, and it's just gorgeous, and it's $16.99. And, I would wear it for sure. And it fits me too, so. But this is what it looks like from the side as well. I just love, from this side you can really see how smooth the overall piece is. No prongs to interrupt with the gold quartz. It's gold quartz, they're not like, you know, diamonds, Paraibas, Tanzanites, where, you know, the entire stone is essentially the same, right? Gold quartz, they have that kind of, you know, like a black opal, right? They have a very interesting pattern that is unique to every single individual stone. Like, I would want to cover the least amount of the stone possible. And, you know, I think this is the perfect way to do about with that. And again, bezel set, gorgeous piece, $16.99 on this one. And again, size 8 only on this one, yellow gold only. And a lot of us ladies would wear this ring too, so maybe we'll have to do more, who knows. Very rarely do we do any piece that, you know, doesn't have as, you know, 0 diamond weight in it, but, you know, I personally love it, everyday wearable. And I'm even thinking, if you wanted to stack it with like a band ring, diamond band ring, I think that is doable as well. And so call me on this one, $16.99 if you would like to grab it here today. And take a look at it back up close one more time, and this is just a gorgeous piece. So Stanley, this is for you. And speaking of gold quartz, I do have pendants coming up next. I'll show you guys the larger of the two first. So I'll just quickly flash both of them here, but both are freeform shapes, and I am so glad that they actually agreed to, you know, work with me on this, because, you know, freeform shapes, incredibly difficult to do. I'm going to flash the larger of the two, being this one. So I do have this pendant coming up next. And I love the shape of this one too. I mean, I just said I love emerald cuts. This is not exactly an emerald cut, but it's just this really unique shape that I absolutely love, and all of the gold in it too. So this will be coming up next. And I'll probably show the slightly smaller one a little bit later on, but if you want to see both, let me know. But this is going to be the smaller of the two. I know, smaller where, right? But this is the smaller of the two that I will be showing a little bit later in the show. But again, if you want to see it, no problem, I'll bring it back up. Those two pieces will be coming up. And let me know on this one. Tanzanite, the only Tanzanite that I have, is here. It's an oval. It is a gorgeous oval stone in a rather heavy mounting. So here it is, Tanzanite oval, if you've been missing. This is actually a 1426 Tanzanite. So if you want something of a larger stone, I do have that one. And I mean, you know what I say, one of each, right? And especially with the gold quartz pendants, right? They're all so unique and different shapes and different designs. So, you know, I'm just saying, if you like it, definitely pick it up, because I have not seen another stone like the ones that I have flashed. So, especially for the rectangular looking one, that one is really unique and special in my heart. But that will be coming up next. Let me know on the ring here. And let me just zoom out a little bit beforehand. As you saw when I flashed the pendant, it was quite large. And we'll be bringing the pendant next. So let me know on this, and we'll be moving right along to the first of the two. And this is what it looks like here. This is 1123987, and I am so happy with how this turned out. And I know it's working with gold quartz has been a little bit different, because as mentioned earlier, they are very unique. They are very textured visually. And so, you know, putting a whole bunch of diamonds around it, you know, that's an idea, but you know, diamonds when put together, they also create their own sort of texture. If you look at the diamond corner right there, you can kind of, you know, see what I mean? And, you know, by putting too many, you know, larger stones, I think it gets a little bit distracting, especially from the gold quartz here. And this one definitely has a lot of the gold in the quartz. And this is going to be our 2820 freeform center stone. And I know it's quite a sizable piece this one is. Again, I'm so happy with how it turned out. I just decided to go simple with this one because, again, do not want to overwhelm it with, too many diamonds, do not want to overwhelm it with too many, different colors of potential accent stones. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? For pieces like these, for stones like these, just, keep it simple. You don't want to distract and take away from the gold quartz. And again, I just love how prevalent the reflection of the light off of the gold in this one is. I mean, you can see it like right there. It's like the sun is rising. And 17 points of diamonds on this. And you'll be wondering, how did you decide to put, where the diamonds are? Well, I was looking at the stone and I stared at it for a long time, and yes. Thank you, I knew it. And enjoy the piece. And it is a gorgeous piece. Again, I might have to think of doing more like the ring, but I'm glad you love it, and I hope you wear it often and wear it well. And so I was looking at the stone, I was like, automatically default is, single halo of diamonds, call it a day, right? And then I thought, well, there is a lot of, gold going on in this piece, and it's got a kind of like a space in the corner where the quartz is more, prominent. And then so I thought, you know what, maybe I would play around with just having diamonds on one side and just mirror finished gold on the other. And then I was like, no, that doesn't quite work. Like, yes, on paper without the texture of the gold quartz, it looks nice, right? But then once you actually have the stone put in it, then it kind of be a little bit too much. And so then I thought, I still want diamonds in this piece. Like, it's nice to have, just gold, but I still want to have a little bit of diamonds in it without, throwing off the center stone. So then I looked at the little corner where there's more of the quartz, and I was like, you know what? Quartz, that's nice. But would we rather look at, quartz or diamonds? And that's when I thought, you know what, just that one corner where there is, not as much gold, if at all, just wrap that corner right there with some diamonds, and I think that would do the job. And this is how it turned out. Absolutely love how it turned out. And again, yes, this is a gold quartz with a lot of gold in it, and so much so that you can really see it reflecting off of the wheel right now. I mean, that is just amazing. And then I saw the price tag when it came out today. I was like, okay, $12,999. Wow. And yes, this is a large piece, so definitely the price tag, it was expected. But then I did not expect, over $10,000. And then I was like, listen, can we do something about that? Because I know, it's a lovely stone, lovely piece, glad with how it turned out. This is what it looks like from the back. So yes, a lot of gold in this one, but at that price, it'll be sticking around for a while. And I really want someone who maybe loves this piece to really just, get it today. And it ships on Monday. You'll get it by Wednesday at the latest, right? And so I was like, please, let's do something a little bit better. And they're like, okay, we'll do something better. And it is not going to be $99.99 either. Again, truly a one-of-a-kind stone. I've never seen another gold quartz even close in terms of this specific shape. I mean, it was the shape of this stone too that really just instantly drew me into it, and I'm so glad that it is here. I know I keep saying it, I'll keep on saying it, but take a look at it against the hand here, because this is not a small piece. In fact, from top to bottom, it is 1 inch and 7/8 from top to bottom, so just a little bit shy of 2 inches. But again, I just love how it turned out, how, the gold in the gold quartz itself reflects off of the light, the diamonds, the mirror finished gold. Like, this entire piece is just so uniquely reflective, sparkly, and bright in 3 different ways. And if you like it, not even going to be $7,999. Again, I hope you guys love this piece. I do have another one that I flashed that will be coming up, but don't tell the other one, but this might be my favorite of the two. And I do have a few other pieces too that I think are nearing completion. So they should be here in the next couple of days, if not starting tomorrow, which is really exciting. So keep your eye out for those. But this one, out of the entire mini collection that I was doing, this might be my favorite. So if you would like it, not even $69.99, $6,499. It is not going to be either. And let me actually flip it around too, so you can see the backside from this perspective, because you know, you're not going to be seeing it, but I just want to show you guys how much gold it is in that stone and also in the design as well. I mean, this is just definitely a gold heavy piece. And let me flip it back around here. And I'm also holding it by the hidden bail right there. So again, standard chain should fit through that no problem. If you have any of the DBTYs, I think the larger ones will not fit. So if you want a measurement, just let me know. We can get that for you. But if you would like this one, yellow gold only for this, it's going to be $5,999 for the very first caller today. And again, this is a large piece. Definitely would not have worked as a ring. So here it is today as a pendant. Take a look at it against the neckline here. And this is just a gorgeous piece. It is a really sizable piece as well. I'm just imagining if it were a brooch, but this is what it looks like, and it is a large piece, and I hope someone out there loves it as much as I do. And call me now, $59.99 will make it yours. And let's go back up close, take another look at it up close and personal, and this is it. So I do have a slightly smaller one that I had flashed earlier, but this one is here for the time being. And I know that initial price tag, I was a little bit like, ooh, confused. And I'm like, I told you, do not, you know, add a designer price tag on it. But I am glad that it has gone far below, you know, $13,000 essentially. And that it is here for $59.99. So call me if you would like this one. Again, it is, you know, I'm very happy with how it turned out. It was a very interesting challenge, you know, working with the gold quartz, but here it is. So let me know on this one. And exactly, Miss S, I was just wondering, I was like, you know, I'm not one for brooches necessarily, but you know, this one, I'll have to think about it. So let me know on this one. I believe the Congolese tourmalines are still here as well. Trapiche emerald in the single halo is still hanging out too, I think. And I do have a few designs to share with you guys today, so I'm very glad about that. And it's a very it's a very wide variety of designs that I kind of just, you know, threw onto the paper. So we'll see that later in today's show. And let me also set it down this way so you can really see too where the hidden bail is going to be, the overall construction of the piece, which I think is, you know, very important, because then you get to see that, you know, if it's, you know, truly a flat piece, if there's a curvature to it, like how is it going to essentially sit on your neckline from the side perspective. And again, where the hidden bail is, you can also, you know, see all of that information from this point of view. So here it is, $59.99 for this gorgeous golden quartz piece. And, you know, from the side, didn't see it earlier, but, you know, there's still gold going through the sides of this stone in particular as well. Love how it turned out. And I will have the other one coming up later, and maybe I'll flash it again really quickly, as it is a more different piece, but still turned out great. And smaller stone, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's a smaller stone in this one. I love how this one turned out as well, so if you want to see that one, let me know, but it will be coming up later in today's show. Now I do have Tanzanite. I don't know if anyone wants to see any more Tanzanites, but I do have one today. I also mentioned a Paraiba in a pendant that I had recently come back from a private museum. And if you remember, we had a Tanzanite many, many moons ago that was also displayed at that private museum. It was a trillionth cut Tanzanite, and I was very surprised when it was here, and I thought, I've never seen this piece before, and here it is. So this is the Paraiba pendant. It's still got the tag attached there, so I'll have to cut that off, but that is the pendant that will be coming up. Again, let me know if you want to see it sooner, if you gotta go, but would like to see anything presented sooner. Again, just call us and tell me, and I'll be more than happy to bring it out here. I also have Paraiba studs. I know, crazy, right? I have Paraiba studs totaling 97 points in the center stones. So if anyone by any chance is looking for a pair of Paraiba studs, I do have one pair. And just like that, our first hour is wrapping up, and Gold Quartz is still here. But again, thank you so much for being here with me on this fabulous Friday evening. My name is Joyce, and a lot of designer pieces today, and some from me to you. So again, thank you so much for being here with me and for tuning in, for watching, and for enjoying all of these pieces. And Tanzanites, again, I was going to get to it, but I think we'll have to get to it next. This is the only Tanzanite that I have of today, and you know, I don't get too many Tanzanites at all, which I'm perfectly fine with. But Tanzanites, it's like, who would have thought that, you know, I had expected Paraibas to be like, bye-bye to Paraibas way before Tanzanites. But here we are. I only have the one. Very rarely do I even get any, but I'm glad to have the larger stones. You know, I love the museum quality, the larger gemstones. And so I am glad that this one is here today. It is for one color and one color alone. It is a gorgeous oval. And again, oval stones, I have a neutral opinion on them. They're not my favorite. I don't dislike them, but you know, depending on the quality of the stone, if it's that, you know, beautiful top quality, then I'm just like, okay, I already love it, and you know, I keep looking at it. I'll put it up on the wheel soon so that you guys can also enjoy it with me, but still a lot to get to today. Got a few requests in the first hour, so if you have a request as well, doesn't have to be from, you know, the vaults. If I mentioned anything and you want to see it, you know, early on, just let me know and I can bring it out. And let's go back to the wheel and take a look at our golden quartz pendant here that is taking a nap at this point. But moving this guy aside, we'll be bringing up our one and only Tanzanite ring of the day, and here it is. This is going to be our 1122819. This is our item number here. And this is our 1426 center stone. Now it says it's white gold only, but again, if you're okay with waiting, we will change it for you. But Tanzanites, hard for me to say. I like them in all three gold colors, yes, rose gold included. But this is our 1426 carat 61 of diamonds, and this is it. If you are looking for Tanzanites, if you want to see any other Tanzanites, you'll have to call in and request them because I got nothing up here. So here it is. This is our $17,999 Tanzanite. And it is no longer going to be that price. And I actually have a little update on Tanzanites. I have good news and I have bad news. If we were to start with the good news, the Tanzanite box that we have in our vaults is now full again. But the bad news is that we have more unheated Tanzanites than actual blue wing block D Tanzanites. Yes, the exact same unheated Tanzanites that we just debuted a couple weeks ago, we now have more of those than we actually have of blue wing block D Tanzanites. So, I mean, it's nice to see the box, you know, completely full again with Tanzanite pieces, but if we were to actually go through the box and to see, you know, blue wing block D versus unheated Tanzanites, they are sorely outnumbered. So again, last chance, last call, blue wing block D Tanzanites. You know, I don't know when the last day is going to be. At least we have one here today. And it's not going to be even $7,999, and just like that, saved you $10,000 off of this one piece. This is a larger Tanzanite ring. In fact, this mounting and a version of this with the bridge mounting, they are some of the heaviest mountings that I have ever come across. You know, when the design was finalized and they came in and we got a few to go around, like I just put the mounting in my hand with no center stone in it, and I was like, wow, this is an incredibly heavy mounting, even without the center stone in it. But I mean, just looking at the design, I was like, we have to have at least one Tanzanite in both of these mountings, and here we are. This is one of them. And Tracy says, closing my eyes now. Yeah, close your eyes at the $18,000 price tag, but be sure to see the final price that we are going to do for this one, because it is not going to be even $79.99 here. And take a look at it from the side as well. I mean, this is just that gorgeous, iconic blue wing block D Tanzanite. And if you would like it, please call me now. Again, this is the only one I have up here. If you want to see any others, can't guarantee it, but we'll always, check in the back and see if we have anything. But this is going to be $69.99 for the very first caller who says yes. If you by any chance are missing an oval, or if you want a larger oval to add to your collection, this is the one to own here. Take a look at it on the hand as well, because I've been wearing it before the show started, and when I saw you guys, on camera. And I mean, this is just one of the most gorgeous Tanzanites. I mean, they all are, right? But when you have an oval that instantly catches my eye, and I'm like, wow, that is a stone that I cannot stop looking away from, that's how you know it is good. So $69.99 on this one, and that's what it looks like from the side. It is a heavier design, and yes, plus a 1426 center stone in it, but still get it true to size. It is true to size on this one. We will size it for you. And this is still, a lot of diamonds, but still wearable. Even from this perspective, it almost gives it like a single halo sort of look, which is really cool considering, all of the diamonds here. Larger accent diamonds, yes, but still, wearable, still nice to look at, still works overall with the center stone here. So let me know on this one, $69.99. And we will go back up close on this one. And also just take a look at it from the back here as well, and just admire it, how open that color is, how bright that color is. And let me try and clean it up here then. As you know, I've been wearing it before the show started and probably got some fingerprints on it. Thank you for letting me know. Did not do a good job at cleaning it. Maybe need to ask the jewelers for help, but I think they all went home, so we'll make do with my cloth up here. And so let me know on this one, $69.99. We'll make it yours. The Congolese tourmalines, I believe, are still here, both of them, and I think so. Let me know if you want to see either of those. Gold quartz pendant is still hanging out here. Trapiche emerald still here, and a lot to get to today. And Boulder opals. Started off the show with a fire opal, but if you wanted a Boulder opal pendant, I do have a pendant. Looks something like this. So I know that gold is like, what is it doing? How is it doing that? This is such a unique designer style. We'll be getting to this one next, so let me know on the Tanzanite. We'll let it sit here for a couple more seconds, and then we will move right along. Mahenge pink spinel is also still here. I know that may not be like the most requested stone currently, but I do have a gorgeous Mahenge pink spinel in a design that features both white and pink diamonds. This is just a quick little flash of the stone here, gorgeous stone at that. So that will be coming up as well. Also have Windsor sapphires and also feather brooch. I have a feather brooch that I maybe will flash too. Don't know what you guys are necessarily looking for, but just happy to, show you guys some of these pieces, give you guys some previews here. So this is our feather brooch, and it is a rather large piece here. So those are just some pieces that will be coming up. And I also got this very interesting brooch as well. A lot of brooches here. Thank you, Tracy. And this is a pendant. If you want a collection of blue sapphires and rubies in one, I do happen to have this piece here. Yes, covered in fingerprints, but I'll try to clean that off. But if you want a piece that looks like that, one of a kind again, truly is, that will be coming up as well here. Corner rupine, I'll just quickly flash that one as well, as don't have a lot of those, but I just thought, this one has such an intense saturation in the center stone, just, had to bring it out to show. So corner rupine is here as well. And also anything else you want to see, just request it. We'll check in the back and we will bring it out if we have it. If not, we'll probably try and bring out something similar to it. And let me know on this Tanzanite. We'll be moving on to our Boulder opal pendant, which is going to be this one right here. This is going to be 1123749. And this is a gorgeous piece. Had a ring last week, flew out the door, and I just thought, you know what? Not as much reds in this one, but it is still present. But I just gotta say, these Boulder opals have been growing on me. And this is going to be entirely in that 18K yellow gold. And it is that gorgeous freeform shape right here. You can see the host rock from the back right here. You can see a little bit of that green from the front of the opal color coming through on the back side there. It is overall such a gorgeous piece here. And this is going to be our 231 freeform Boulder opal in the center. You've got 22 points of diamonds in this gorgeous front of the bail design. And this entire, where I'm holding it here, is actually going to serve as the bail. So it kind of gives it this very interesting overlapping effect, which is really unique and very cool. This is going to be yellow gold only, and from top to bottom, it is going to be 1.25 inches long. So again, not a small piece on this one. And let's get to the part that I absolutely love about the design of this piece. And that is the mirror finish versus matte finish of the yellow gold at the bottom half here. I mean, first of all, I don't even know how they cast this piece. And then the jeweler had to go ahead and just, you know, make it the highest contrast possible with the matte finishing versus the mirror finishing. And the flowers, again, I'm not one necessarily for flowers, but these, I mean, I just absolutely adore this design. And of course, that opal, it's got those bright electric blues, so saturated, as well as those neon greens as well. You've got some red flashes here and there, and the entire opal pattern almost looks like some special like CGI effect, but that is all done by Mother Nature. And it is a $39.99 price tag that has already been discounted. So $39.99, we'll just start from there, but it is not going to be that price. So if you would like to grab it, please call me right now. This is again what it looks like from the back side there. So you can see, you know, what the host rock of the Boulder opal looks like. And you can see again how the matte finishing kind of wraps around the entire piece, how it's contrasted with, you know, the mirror finish gold there. And this entire piece not even going to be $19.99. Take a look at it on the hand here as well. This is what it looks like. And you can still see how the opal has, you know, so much of that bright neon green just dancing around in that center stone. Not going to be $19.99, $17.99, not going to be either. If you like it, call me right now. I just love how this design translates from this perspective, because, you know, up close you're like, wow, that is a very, you know, very, you can see it immediately. It's really in your face, the contrast of the matte finish gold versus the mirror finish gold. And then from here, it almost looks like it just flows so effortlessly from that, you know, the matte finish to the mirror finish, which I absolutely love. And so you can kind of, you know, compare it to the Boulder opal too, where it's like the front of the opal has like a brighter, I guess, reflection to it. You can compare that to the mirror finish gold, and the back of the Boulder opal to the matte finish gold, right? That's just how I would think of it. But this is not going to be $17.99 either. If you like this pendant even a little bit, again, this is not a small little piece here. Call me now, we'll make it $1,499 on this piece. And yeah, 22 points of diamonds, but those are also not small little stones at all either. And so call me on this one. I do not expect this one to last. I feel like every single Boulder opal and black opal that even looks like this has just flown out the door. We've had some fights over black opals recently. So call me now on this one of a piece kind of $14.99. And hello, Ginger. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday. And yellow gold on this one. Let's take it to the neckline here for one quick look. And I mean, just like that, the greens are intensified. And, you know, I did not swap out the stone and, you know, replace it with another really quickly. But this is just the power of opals in general with how, you know, intense they can be in terms of the colors that they have to offer, and also depends on the light source. And so let me know on this one. $14.99 will make it yours. Let's go back up close and take another look at this one. Call me if you like it. $14.99 will make it yours here. Let me actually just set it on its side here so you can see again where the bail truly is. It's actually going to be like right here. So just string a chain through it. It's not like a traditional bail where it's, you know, attached to the pendant and it's, you know, this is all entirely one piece, and you just put your chain through there and it will fit perfectly. Again, it's a big enough space for, I would say, the entire world's population of chains. But let me know on this one. $14.99. It is a gorgeous piece, and I do have some designs to share with you guys. Maybe I'll do it right now as I had it all drawn on one page. And I mean, that's an improvement for me, but I do have some designs here to share with you guys. And we will take a look at it maybe right now. So let's take a look at it actually. Had an entire page here. I don't think it'll entirely fit into the bowl here, but here we have designs for the week here. You can see from the top there, I was, you know, if you were here a couple days ago, there was that pear-shaped yellow diamond charm ring, and I was very inspired by that. So of course I had to kind of go a little bit crazy. So I just thought, you know, charm ring, yes. Like for these, I went a little bit more abstract, and you can kind of see my train of thought here. And then for these, I kind of went a little bit crazy. Might have been inspired by, you know, the designer museum pieces that we've seen recently. Just thought, you know, I don't know, you know, if anyone would be interested in, you know, diamonds, you know, draping across the back of your hand, right? So I just thought, hey, it could be an idea. And of course, my first thought of, you know, what stones to work with would be Tanzanite. But, you know, I mean, if we were to take out the oval that I had shown you earlier, maybe put into something like this, east to west. Don't know how that would turn out, but this was just a thought. I just thought that this diamond design down here could be like the waterfall style that we've had in earrings. But instead for this in particular, it'd be like kind of like a one huge charm in a way. So it'd be connected at this point and at this point as well, and just, you know, gradually, you know, go down the hand. Or I thought, you know, as a ring, that might be a little bit too much. You know, if they were all prong set to be, you know, a little bit too much, might catch here and there. I don't want that to happen. So then I thought, you know what, if not this, then maybe move it onto the neckline, which, you know, less chance for it to get caught, right? So I thought, you know, change up the design a little bit, maybe make it look like it is coming out from the diamonds underneath the stone. So it's kind of like, you know, like a waterfall design going down the neckline there. Just a thought. And then I was like, you know what, from the neckline, let's go to the ear. So here it is, you know, potentially as a earring design. And then I thought it doesn't have to be oval or round. I don't know, this is a roval, I guess. And so from oval, roval to round, and I thought, you know what, pear shapes also deserve some love. So I went from the round to the pear shape, and here is where I was like, you know, maybe if we had kind of like a little bit of diamonds going right here, and then when the diamond dangle part actually starts, that could kind of be like the diamonds are, you know, falling out from here in a way. So, you know, just an idea. I don't really like, you know, this top part right here. I'd probably go for a lever back style, but this was just, you know, a train of thought moment. So I just thought, you know, something like this, you know, balance out the gold with the diamonds, you know, maybe, but again, I'm not really loving this part. I might change it, might not, who knows. You guys can let me know what you guys think as well. And then, of course, I thought if I were to change it, At first I was like, leave her back, and then I was like, maybe just, you know, another stone up here. Again, I'm always thinking Tanzanite. Tanzanites work with either, you know, the yellow diamond, white diamond, pink diamond. So I was thinking yellow diamonds up here, yellow gold entirely, and then white gold, white diamonds down here as like an idea, as potential earrings. And then I thought this could also possibly work as a pendant. So I wrote /pendant right there just to remember to not forget about that. And then I went over here. When we had those peridot tassel style earrings once upon a time, I've been dreaming of doing a pair of tassel style earrings. Again, I don't have like a long slender neck, but you know, there's something about tassel earrings when you have them on the ear and you just feel all of that gold just, you know, just dancing around in your ear. I just love that feeling. So I kind of went from, you know, a very extreme version of a charm style to kind of like a tassel style. So again, kind of like just a very slight change, not too much changed here, but again, tassels, I just thought having it frame your face in a way with the shape of, you know, the diamonds or the gold chain or however, you know, whatever material I want to use down here. There's going to be obviously a left and a right. So again, that's just an idea that I wanted to do for a potential tassel style earring. And then over here again, just thought, you know, change it back to the ovals, maybe emerald cut, baguette cut stone on top of either of these. You know, with the pear shapes and the tassels, I was like, you know, pear shapes by itself, they already have their own like dynamic shape. They're not like ovals and rounds and emerald cuts where it's kind of it's just that shape, right? Pear shapes, they kind of like taper. So they already have their own, you know, flow and movement to it. So I just thought, you know, scrap the pear shape and then move right back to the ovals here. And emerald cuts I'll have to think about, but you know, I didn't, you know, immediately draw out an emerald cut for a potential pair of tassel style earrings. So yeah, that's just my train of thought for this particular design. And then I just went, you know how we've had those rather intense yellow diamond accent stones? I was thinking something like this, but with those stones. Like, could you just imagine? Like, that would be a large price tag, but to see that in an actual finished piece, I dream of seeing that one day. So maybe we'll see something like that. And then on the drive in today, I was like, you know, it doesn't have to be just one solid chunk, especially for something like maybe even like this. I was thinking maybe we have like 3 different sections where it's like one section right here, another section like here, and then another one behind the entire piece. So it's like overlapping 3 different shapes of like open negative space diamond design. So I know, you know, fine jewelry, try not to overlap, you know, it's not like, you know, plastic or fake or, you know, costume jewelry, but I just thought, you know, overlapping it, what would that effect bring? So that's just yet another thought that I had on the drive-in. So that is just the top part of this piece on this paper right here. So again, I'll probably, you know, show you guys these later on, but to not bore you guys, but this is just some ideas that I've had throughout. And of course, if I had 2 matching cat's eye stones, I'd definitely make a cat ring out of it. And I'll show you guys the other designs maybe a little bit later, but again, I just went a little bit crazy with these up here. And let me know if there's any that you maybe want to see. And again, we'll see how the final product turns out, but these are just a couple designs I had, you know, just quickly drawn out in a line here. This is actually the most organized that my sketches have ever been. So hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of sharing my designs with you today, and we'll go back to our Boulder opal right here. So thank you for looking at those with me. I'll show you guys the others after we show you guys some more pieces here. And maybe next up we'll show you guys the feather brooch, or if not, I do have another brooch with emeralds. So I don't know if you were in the emerald requester from earlier, not sure if you're a fan of brooches, but this can also be a pendant. But I do have this piece right here. This is going to be 1123682, and this has emeralds in it. Not perfectly matching in terms of the sizes, but in terms of the color and quality, it's definitely pretty matching here. So this is again 1123682. This is our 18K white gold design here. It is both a brooch and a pendant, as I am holding it by its hidden bail right here. And it's got a lot of gold in this one. Not only does it have a lot of gold, but it also has a carat 37 total weight of your Asher cut Colombian emerald. All three stones combined together over a carat. And not too many diamonds on this one. They kind of did a little texturing of the metal, so it appears like there are diamonds there. But in this piece, from what I can see, you have 2 diamonds individually, and those 2 total to be 7 points total weight. So again, not an overwhelmingly large diamond weight on this one, but let me zoom back just a little bit here so you can see the entire piece. Now this doesn't, immediately scream feather to me, but it definitely does, to me at least, have a bit of a feather aspect to it. And this piece was supposed to be $39.99. Again, this is not a teeny tiny itty bitty little brooch pendant. This is from top to bottom 2 inches long. So again, a lot of larger pendants and brooches here today, but this is not even going to be $29.99 or even going to be $2,499. And I mean, just look at it from the backside again. Again, these stones are not 100% clean, I will say that, but still, even from here, they have an amazing glow factor to them. All 3 of them do. And it is not going to be $24.99. Take a look at it on the hand here so you can really see. This is also how the pin is positioned. So the pin is actually going to be like this, so you can see it from the side perspective right there. And you can see too, there's those 2 curvatures of gold on either side. So if you were to wear it as a brooch, it will keep the piece stable, because a pretty sizable piece like this one, you do not want it to be falling forward. So it's nice that there's reinforcements to help the pin stay like this when you are wearing it. And if you would like it, very quick, very easy. If you like it, call me now. We'll make it $1,999 to the very first caller on this. And I mean, if you thought the emerald in the necklace we had earlier was pretty decent, why not take 3 of them in one piece for $19.99? And yeah, I guess, there's no chain that comes with, but you can wear it either way as a pin or a pendant. And if you have a DBTY, again, we'll have to do some measurements on this one, but this is just a gorgeous piece, gorgeous emeralds in it as well. And $19.99 will make it yours. Let's take a look at it against the neckline here. So you can see, I mean, bright stones, yes. And again, against fabric, but I don't know how helpful this is going to be, but against the neckline, you can see how sizable this piece is. And $19.99 will make it yours. Let's go back up close on this one and let me know what you think about this. Let me actually set it on its side too so you can kind of see. Again, the hidden bail, the actual pin, and where the reinforcements are. So again, this is the entire build of the piece from the side here. And $19.99 will make the entire piece yours. I know, could you imagine? You pay $19.99, we take out the emeralds, and you have to pay extra to get the emeralds in them. I hope no one out there does that, but that would be kind of crazy. But $19.99 on this one. And we also have Paraiba studs. Not sure if anyone is actually looking for Paraiba studs, as they are rather expensive, but when they look like that, maybe we'll bring them up next, as we've had smaller Paraibas in like the flower designs, the clover designs, but if you want to have a larger individual stone in your ear, I do have these, so those will be coming up next. And also, I don't have anything else in Paraiba aside from those. And the pendant that is here. So if you want to see the pendant, let me know as well. Feather pieces hanging out. I do have a pair of rather interesting ruby earrings. They are omega backs. So I'll also maybe quickly flash those in case anyone wants to see them. This is what they look like. So Marquise rubies here. A lot of glow and flash in these. Love this design. Kind of gives me a feather-like design as well. So these are here too. If you want to see them, let me know, and we can bring it out earlier. Now I hope you guys are not sick and tired of fire opals, because I do happen to have a pendant. It is, I believe, brand new today. It is rather affordable, and it is an emerald cut. So if you already have an emerald cut fire opal in a ring or earrings, I do have a pendant here today, and it is a very minimal design. So if you're not one for a lot of diamond weight, you're in luck here. So I'll be moving this one aside here. Next up we have 1124005, and it looks something like this. Here it is. It is going to be a smaller pendant. Again, this is not huge. This is not oversized. This is going to be a small pendant. This is our carat 64 emerald cut fire opal in the center here. Currently it is on its side, and you can see there I'm holding it by the hidden bail. Kind of looks like the ring that we all know and love, you know, where it's, you know, one triangular diamond shape here, one triangular diamond shape on the other side. But in this case, it is in a pendant, and you can see right behind the stone there, it is just turning the entire wheel red. So smaller stone, yes, but still powerful, also yes. Again, small diamond weight on this one, 3 points total weight. And you know what, currently in the yellow gold, if you really want to change it, again, aside from the prongs, you don't really see as much of, you know, the gold. But if you wanted to change it, we will still do it for you. And let me know if you would like to grab it. Again, it is brand new today. Glad that it is here. Supposed to be $999. Just like that, $999. And yet we are not doing that either. Again, brand new piece. Thought fire opals been a rather fan favorite as of late. So I just thought, you know what, bring out a brand new pendant today for someone out there. Hidden hearts motif in the basket, absolutely love it. And could you imagine this on maybe like a DBTY with the yellow diamonds or even with the pink diamonds? But not going to be $999. If you would like it, again, call me right now. I do not expect this to last for more than 30 seconds. Call me now. We'll make it $499 today for one caller and one caller only. And let's take a look at it against the hand here so you can see. Again, this is not a large pendant. This is a smaller piece, but again, still very visible from distance away because of how bright and intense that fire opal color is. And the diamonds, yes, 3 points, but also yes, VS diamonds, y'all know them, y'all love them. VS diamonds make a huge difference no matter what the size they are, purely because of the quality. If these diamonds were, let's say, eye quality stones, you would not be able to see it. In fact, you probably have to loop your computer screen to even see the diamonds, even from here. But again, this is just the power of VS quality diamonds. You can see the sparkle and flash, even though the stones are of a smaller size. So $499 on this one. Let me know. This is again what it looks like from the side there. So it's got a hidden bail right there. This is how it will sit on the neckline. And speaking of the neckline, let's go right on over to the neckline here. And this is what it looks like. I mean, even from here, the stone looks like it is on fire. And emerald cut stones, like, that just adds to how intense the light reflects off of the stone here. And even against my green floral top here, you can still see that gorgeous carat 64 fire opal from a distance away, and of course those diamonds too. It's like no matter where you see this piece, those diamonds will still be visible, as well as the fire opal, and $499 will make it yours. Let's go back up close on this one and take yet another look at it. Try to set it down like how it will sit on your neckline here. So that's how it will look here. Glad that emerald cuts do actually listen to me, and they're actually able to sit on a wheel like this. So call me on this one if you would like to grab it here today. Again, got another gold quartz pendant coming up next, or maybe I'll save it for next week and hope that new pieces can come out next week. But I mean, some of these pieces, they took a couple of months, some up to a year, if not more. So I'm just glad that they are finally complete. Again, freeform stones, so incredibly difficult to work with, especially with the, you know, the custom outline, the custom shape of the overall piece. But I am glad that they are here today. This is also still here, $499. And I do also have a tourmaline in a ring for today. This is going to be our tourmaline ring. When I first saw it, I immediately thought, that's a really nice morganite. And then they were like, that's not morganite. And then I thought, well, that's a really nice zircon. And then they said, that's also not a zircon. And then I was like, that's a very nice mystery garnet. And they said it is not a garnet. So some of the tourmalines we've seen as of late, they have been so unique. And we already know that they already come in a wide variety of colors, but to have one that looks like this in a trillion, that is just an extra. So we have that coming up later in today's show. Some of these tourmalines also look like zircons to me. It's like, what is that mystery stone? I've never seen something like that before. And then it's like, oh, it's tourmaline. And I'm like, oh, it's tourmaline. Who would have thought? And then, speaking of stones with many colors in them, I do also have a pair of black opal earrings that I have designed a while ago at this point. I think it might have been a year or so at this point, but just letting you guys know that this is also here. And now I'm just thinking maybe I have to take apart this piece and maybe just put them into regular single halo stud styles. And I will take back those yellow diamond pear shapes and work on them and put them into something else. But this is an entire piece. This is also here. If you want to see them, let me know. Brand new discount on those as well. If you want a feather ring, I do also have a feather ring here. Again, if there's anything I've been flashing you want to see more information on, please let me know. And I just have a lot of pieces here today. Don't know if I can get through all of it. So if you want to see anything in particular with all of the information, just call me and be like, hey, I want to see that piece again, and I'll bring it back up and show it to you again, no problem at all. But next up, we do have our Paraiba stud earrings. This is one of them. And this is the other. Perfectly matching, incredibly difficult to do. This is going to be 1121838. This is going to be our oval stud styles, and this is post and butterfly backs. The post is on one side of the oval here, so you can kind of see what I mean by that. So these will sit north to south on your ear here. Can't see the post there. Behave. But this is what it looks like from the back here. So you can see how they will potentially sit on your ear. They will not, rotate. They will sit north to south. Gives it that elongated kind of look. And this is 97 points total weight of your center stones. Luckily, we were able to have two stones that perfectly matched from the private collection here. And aside from the center stones, you also have 18 points total weight of your white diamonds. Again, Paraibas, single halo, these are perfect in my book. Don't want to add too much around them. I think single halo gets the job done. If you want to change the gold color, I would advise against it, but the option is there if you want to change it. And these are 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. If you know where Paraibas have been priced at, they've actually gone up quite a bit in terms of price, so much so that there was actually a period of time here in TVON history at this point that there were very few Paraibas to be seen, if any. This sudden price increase was a rather unpleasant surprise to all of us, and it was, you know, mayhem in the industry. It's like, how, why, when, Paraiba, what? So the fact that we have a pair of earrings here today for one collar is, again, it's just a gift. It is an opportunity that you do not want to miss out on. To have two perfectly matching stones of this color, first of all, Paraibas can, you know, some stones here and there can have a greenish color to them. These two are that iconic blue color. And speaking of the color, it also has to have the neon, because if you only have a blue stone, it starts to look like aqua. I've seen a few of those stones here and there. You've probably seen a few of those stones here and there. Again, personal preference, but if you were to get Paraibas, if you were to spend and invest in Paraiba, I would say, you know, go for the stones that actually have that bright neon pop of color. Both of these stones do have that bright neon color to them. The clarity is there as well. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see the clarity in the stones here, which again, these are supposed to be naturally very included stones, but I have zoomed in as close as I can for the two of these stones here, and you can see how, you know, still perfectly matching they are, like incredibly perfectly matching. And even so that recently the jewelers, you know, I was walking by and the jewelers were like, come here. And I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And then they said, you know, they weren't for Paraibas, but for other earrings of other gemstones, they're like, we got to put a hold on these because we simply do not have the stones to match them, right? Like, they are the professionals too. They can tell, you know, if a stone is a little bit off, you know, usually if they are, they'll give it back to me. I'll try to go and look for another stone. And usually I think, you know, I'm pretty picky too, and I'm like, you know, these look like they are pretty close and matching in terms of, you know, color, clarity to each other, shape, size. And then they're like, listen, I think they were talking in specific for emeralds. They were like, listen, I know we have like 10 stones, but we can't do any more of these because those 10 stones, none of them match. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, we'll have to wait and see if we're able to get, you know, some more stones in, right? But they were like, listen, you know, appreciate the effort, but it's not gonna work. I know 10 stones seems like a lot, but it really is not, especially when you are, you know, matching stones. Even matching diamonds, you know, a whole bag full of diamonds, I'm like, oh, surely, you know, the first two stones I pick, they will be an instant match. And yeah, I'm sitting there for like a couple minutes, I'm like, oh wow, they are actually, you know, not what they seem. So the fact that we have Paraibas here today, perfectly matching stones, it is just a great accomplishment, and I'm glad that they are here today. They are here for only one collar, so again, I know a lot of the rings, you know, a lot of the stones put into rings, but when you have smaller stones like this, which each ear approximately 48 points, when you have smaller stones like this, you know, in a ring, that's fine, you know, double, triple halo around it, but, you know, the ears also deserve some love, and so here they are in a pair of studs. They are not going to be $89.99 like they are supposed to be. And so if you would like these, they have gotten a brand new discount from $89.99 all the way down to $4,999. And yes, somehow we are not done yet. I know, just like that, $4,000 off. Paraibas, the prices are always going up, right? It's always a little bit, you know, scary around the time of the next trade show where it's like, okay, we are getting our next big update on prices across the board, and instantly everyone is, you know, flocking to Paraibas and like, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be up or down? And if it's going to be up, how much more up is it going to be? And so you gotta get them now while you still can. I don't think that the prices will go down ever again. Not just Paraibas, everything. So here is an opportunity for one collar. They are not even going to be $3,999. Still change the gold color if you want to, but nowhere else will you be able to get two perfectly matching oval Paraibas straight out of the Private's collection from management here and put into this one pair of earrings. They are not $39.99 or even $3,799. Take a look at one of them against the hand here. I mean, these stones are incredibly saturated. We do not have any, color filters where it's like, oh yeah, up the saturation of that stone by like 50%. You can see how bright this stone is against the back of my hand. Like, I have a large tennis bracelet on my wrist, and yet your eye immediately goes to this Paraiba. Very much like a couple other stones we've had today, which are all naturally highly included, and yet this is also one of them. And yet this is what your eye first looks at. You can imagine it as a ring. It looked great, but I think this size especially would do great as a pair of earrings, and so that is why they are here as a pair of earrings. And let's also take one up to the ear here while you look at the other one on the wheel. But again, this is such a nice and decent size for a pair of earrings. And even from here, we are even further away from the cameras, and still that Paraiba is as neon, as blue, as bright as can be. And they are not going to be $37.99. Again, I don't have anything else in studs that look like this. So this is your chance. They told me to stop matching emeralds. Emeralds we can get. Paraibas for this price, I don't think so. So call me now and we'll go back up close. I'll put them both up together again. And if you would like to own a pair of perfect Paraibas in earrings, call me now and we'll make it very quick, very easy. One collar and one collar only. And we'll make it $3,599 for this pair of Paraiba earrings. Dial right now, call me. Again, if you were to call in like a week from now when they are gone, hopefully gone, and you're like, I missed out, I really want Paraiba earrings, I can find you one stone. But to find another stone that is perfectly matching like in these, it's going to take a long, long time. And if we don't have the stones, we'll have to go out and look for Paraiba stones. And again, the JCK show is coming up. It'll be here before we know it. We'll see where the prices end up at, but this is it. This is our Paraiba studs, $35.99 for the entire pair. And call me if you would like to grab these today, and we will move on in a few short moments here. So thank you for looking at these with me. If you want alexandrites too, I'd like to bring you guys some variety here. But we do have a alexandrite somehow still here for this price tag. So if you've seen it quite recently, again, this has got a little bit of that blue in the stone, which reminds me of Paraibas, which you can kind of see the blues coming through in that stone, which very Paraiba-like. So if you would like an alexandrite, I do have one stone in one ring right here, so let me know if you want to see that. Also, last week we had one of our largest yellow diamonds. Today I have another 3 carat 01 emerald cut yellow diamond. This is that true emerald cut. It is a VS stone, and it's got a double halo of diamonds. diamonds around it. So if you would like a yellow diamond, of a 3-carat size, I do have that one coming up next. And also, again, any requests are welcome. I do have a blue zircon in a signature style mounting, so don't worry, it's not the largest one we've ever had. Not too many of museum pieces here today, but this is blue zircon in a bridge signature style mounting. You can kind of see how different the blues are, but still very unique to their own. And so that is also here. If you want a Imperial Topaz gents ring, I do have one, so I'd love to see that. But here we have our emerald cut, yellow diamond. Need some cleaning. But this is 1112736. I think this one has been here for, I want to say 3 or 4 years at this point by now. One of these days it will definitely go. Hopefully today is a day. But this is our 301 emerald cut VS yellow diamond. It does need some cleaning as it's been hanging out in our inventory for a couple of years at this point, but it is here. Just thought I'd give it another look. Let me see if I can clean it off here actually. But it is in the two-tone gold, the white and the yellow. So a lot of the white gold, the yellow gold is just around your center stone there, here. And this also has a carat 47 of your white diamonds in this gorgeous double halo right here. So again, a stone of this magnitude, this is when I say yes. I mean, 3-stone style, love it as well, but a double halo for a stone of this importance, I'd say, you know what? Just put some diamonds around it. I don't care if it's one on either side. I don't care if it's double halo. A stone that looks like this will look great with either style. And this was a $49,999 ring. And frankly, it should not be discounted. You know, we say it all the time, yellow diamonds, they're everywhere, yes. But to get them for the value that we're able to get you, it is just looking more and more like a struggle with every passing day. We haven't had any brand new yellow diamonds come in for a very long time. I've been, you know, standing on the sidelines just waiting for a new batch of yellow diamonds to come in. Even if it's just 5 stones, I'm just waiting. And I've been waiting for a good couple of months and there is still nothing. So the fact that we have a 3-carat today, like we're even struggling to get the 1 carats, the 1.5 carats. Like don't even mention the 2 carats, like just the 1 carats, the 1.5 carats, like we've got nothing. If you see it, again, make sure you call in because those are just, when we run out, we run out. They're always going to be out there, but they're going to be at this, you know, extremely marked up price tag, which again, prices for everything going up, but we still get you the best value that is out there. And this one included, so $50,000, this one is not going to be dropped all the way down to $19,999. We are not done discounting. So again, I know it's a larger piece. I know it's been here for a couple of years. Just thought, bring it out here. Maybe one of you guys are looking for the ultimate yellow diamond to add to your collection. Like we've only had a few, like maybe 2 or 3 3-carat yellow diamonds come in ever, as far as I've seen. And this is one of them. And this one has to go today because it is not going to be $20,000. If you would like it, call me now. Again, double halo of diamonds, well over a carat, very close to a carat and a half of just your white diamond accent stones. And this is also not a small ring. I mean, take a look at it from the side. This is a lot of gold, which, you know, in the last 3-4 years, gold prices have also gone up by quite a lot. And this is what it looks like from the back. It needs some cleaning, yes. That's just how long it's been here. And we'll still do that for you, no extra charge, of course. And this is what it looks like from this side as well. I mean, this is just such a, you know, such a comfortable piece. And if you're looking for one of the largest yellow diamonds we've had to ever offer ever, call me now on this one. And I mean, I'm just holding it directly into the camera, and this is just the power of emerald cut stones. I mean, just how bright and yellow that stone is. Like, this is exquisite. And take a look at it on the hand as well, because this is not a small piece. It does cover the width of my finger. You can barely see the band. Still true to size on this one, but can you just see how the contrast of the center stone just really works so well with the double halo of diamonds? And I'm even thinking, you know, if I were to move it over to my index finger, right? Like, I mean, that's also a look. This is one of those very rare rings that, you know, no matter how you wear it, any one of these 3 fingers here, I mean, it is a look. It is definitely a look. It is a style. And let me actually move it over to my middle finger here. See if I can fit it on there. And yes, I can. I mean, no matter how you wear it, it is just going to be a gorgeous piece. It's not going to be $19,999 either. So call me now if you would like to pick up one of the largest yellow diamond values of TVON history. And we will make this one $13,999 to the very first collector on this one. Again, emerald cut stones, yellow diamonds of this size, like, we do not get to see them often. This is it. This has been here for long enough. Call me now if you would like to pick it up. Again, this is what it looks like from the side. So very comfortable. I just love how, you know, on the inside of the ring, there's a curve to the piece, so it will sit comfortably on your hand. We will still size it for you, no fee on that. And gold color has to stay like it is. I just love how it looks in this two-tone look, and you know, with the very slight, you know, bezel frame around your center stone. It just gives it that extra outline that, you know, the stone doesn't necessarily need, but it's great that it's there, because then it really just emphasizes to you how important of a stone this is. And it is here for one caller and one caller only. So call me on this one if you'd like to pick it up here today. Let me move it back to my ring finger here. So if you want to maybe wear it like that, I'll alternate it here and there so you can kind of see, you know, just moving it one space over, and just like that, still a gorgeous piece. It still looks fabulous. It could work on a ring finger as well. The choice is up to you. Or if you can wear the same size on all 3 of your fingers here, then that's great for you. But yeah, call me on this one if you would like to grab it today. Let me move it back to my index finger if you maybe want to see it there one last time before I put it back on the wheel here. But this is again what it looks like on the index finger here. So again, a large ring, yes, but I think it works anywhere and everywhere, minus the thumb and the pinky. And let me actually try it on the pinky. Let's see if the pinky, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it could maybe work, but I probably not wear it there. Yeah, no, let's move it back to maybe the ring finger. So let me know if you would like to grab this piece for yourself. Again, I one time requested with our representatives, I was like, you know, we've had 3-carat yellow diamonds. Maybe we can see like a 5-carat. They looked at me like they were crazy. They're like, we still have 3-carat yellow diamonds hanging out here, and you want us to go to a 5-carat? I'm like, well, it's just an idea, right? So who knows? Maybe once this one goes, we'll see if we can bring in even larger stones, you know? If the 1-carats are a struggle, maybe we'll just, you know, jump right ahead to a 5-carat stone. Who knows? Or if you're looking for a 5-carat stone, you can let me know. We can always, you know, be on the lookout for you. Have, you know, quite a few vendors looking out for us for anything unique and special out there. So let me know on this one. We'll go back up close here and take another look at this gorgeous 301 emerald cut VS yellow diamond. And VS, yes, it is not certified, but if an emerald cut stone, especially emerald cut, were to have any sort of inclusion in it, you would be able to see it like just from here. Like, I would even have to point it out. You would, just from this perspective, you would be able to see that inclusion because of how, you know, clean and I guess see-through in a way that the emerald cut generally is. So VS stone, call me on this one. Do not miss out. Also, Paraiba studs are still here, still hanging out. And maybe we'll get to the gold quartz pendant, the second one that I have here today. I think the other one is still hanging out, but I do have this more of a freeform shape here coming up next. So let me know on this one. And up next, we do have this one here. This is going to be 1123985. This is kind of more freeform of the two. So let me zoom back on this one. Also in the yellow gold, does have to stay in the yellow gold for this, 14K yellow gold. And this is going to be our 1438 freeform natural gold quartz with 27 points of your diamonds in this one. You know, every time I do these sketches, it's always a game. It's always like, can the jewelers decipher what I am sketching? But I am so glad with how this one turned out. Again, this one took even longer than the other one, and I'm just glad that they're here at the exact same time. And this was supposed to be, again, a little bit less than the other one. The other one started at what, like 13,000? This one started at $7,999. So again, not a small piece. Just judging by the center stone, you know, that is not a small gold quartz. And just like the other one, it measures 1 inch and 7/8 from top to bottom. So even though lengthwise they are both the same, the quartz on this one a little bit smaller. And this is what it looks like from the back as well. So a lot of gold on this, a lot of quartz you can see there as well. I just love how, you know, how the quartz itself looks so cloudy and moody, and then how the actual gold part looks, you know, so bright and sunshiny. It's like the perfect contrast in this one single stone, and this is not going to be $5,999 either. And I'm holding it by the hidden bail here, so you can kind of see where it is right there. This is all set basically on one plane there with all of the diamonds and the design, and you know, added a little bit of negative space in this one, had a little bit in the other one as well. But you know, this was such a unique shape. I had so many ideas and sketches for this one, but this one I eventually ended up with this because, you know, large stone, you kind of see the negative space there. Don't want to add too much detailing to it. You know, separating the diamonds with the gold there, I think, you know, visually helps with not overwhelming the piece. As you can kind of see on the side with the diamonds, how, you know, how very textured it is. But then on the other side, you know, to create an asymmetric kind of look, how, you know, to separate the gold from the diamonds, how that works out as well. So glad, happy with how this one turned out too. If you like it, call me now. It's not going to be $49.99, but if you would like it, we'll make it $3,999. Again, I got a couple more pieces that I think are, you know, being input into the system as we speak, but they should be ready starting tomorrow. So if you would like to see some more, you might see some more in the next couple of days. So super excited about that. But yeah, this is $39.99, and let me also flip it around so you can see what the back looks like, which of course you're not going to be, you know, seeing this perspective, but I just love for you to see all of the gold in this piece that, you know, Mother Nature has to offer here. And this is just a gorgeous piece. So happy with how it turned out. And let's take it on over to the neckline here for another look as well. So here, you know, no matter how you wear it, there's going to be a subtle negative space. I just thought, you know, try to mimic the overall shape of the gold quartz with the diamonds and kind of with the gold. And this is how it turned out. So if you would like it, please let me know. $39.99 is the price. As you know, as you can see, it is not a small little piece at all, but $39.99 will make it yours. And let's go back up close and take another look at it. And I actually had, you know, from the point of my tweezers right here, like around this area, I actually had originally another, you know, gold curve to kind of just wrap around and just end up, you know, like right here. I'll have to dig out those sketches, but that was another one of my ideas, and I just thought, you know, that one was a little bit too much, so I just, you know, settled for this piece in the end, or this design in the end, and overall very happy with how it turned out. If you get it, I hope you love it. And if you want to see the other one again, or if you want a comparison, let me know. Again, the other one has a larger center stone, heavier center stone, so it is going to be a little bit more, but again, this one is just, I also love how it turned out, and it is here today. So let's put it down here so you can see where the hidden bail is, what it looks like from the side here. So you can see how, you know, it is a flatter stone, yes, but you know, you can see how it's kind of set into the design here, you know, framed with diamonds and gold and hidden bail. It will not flip on your neckline, as you know, a lot of surface area on this piece. So glad that it is here. Next up, we do have that black opal ring coming up. Again, I have to go in the back and check again to see if we have anything else in this design, because it's been a while since we've seen something like this. And this is going to be 1121371. This is going to be black opal. And I think the Boulder opal pendant might still be here. Again, call your operators if you are not too sure. Oh, beautiful gold quartz pendants. It reminds me of a beautiful sail on a sailboat. Yes, I absolutely agree. I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner. When I first saw the gold quartz that I just showed you guys, I thought of it as the guitar pick. And I think I like the sail of a sailboat far better. So change my brain, and that is now the sail on a sailboat. But yes, I'm glad that you guys love the gold quartz pendants. More to come in the near future, but in the meantime, this is going to be our black opal piece. White gold on this one, 403 center stone. And the craziest part about this mounting is the diamond weight. If you've had our, you know, 9 bands of diamonds and gold in one ring kind of design, that's a lot of diamonds, yes, but those diamonds are, you know, a little bit smaller. If you've had the saddle ring, yes, that's a lot of diamonds, but still, the diamonds are going to be a little bit smaller. And if you've had that one design that has that is fit for a round center stone, that dome design, yes, also a lot of diamonds, but it's got smaller diamonds in it. This one, on the other hand, a lot of diamonds, yes, but also it's got some pretty sizable stones in this one piece. Dome design here. These diamonds are so large that you can almost see every single individual stone in this one ring, like as I turn it there, as the diamonds stop reflecting as much because it's away from the light source. You can almost see every single individual diamond in this piece. And it's kind of crazy because at this point, that 403 opal in the center is practically free, because this was a $99.99 price tag on the ring. And it, first of all, no longer is $99.99, but the price I'm going to do, first of all, it's got that black Sharpie price tag, which means we are either at cost or already below cost. We are still covering the cost of shipping. If you want us to size it, we will still size it for you. We're not going to charge you to size it from a 7 to a 7.5. Gotta restrict the gold color on this. Can't afford to change the gold color on this. Because it is no longer going to be $99.99. And if you thought $39.99 was pretty good, I'd agree with you. I'd be like, you know, $227 of diamonds, $39.99, $403 oval, black opal in the center. Like, that opal is at that price basically free. And yet we are going to discount it even more. And Carolyn, I agree with you. You know, I previously said, on TVON Fridays, I previously said, you know, I'm not one for, you know, mountings with a lot of diamonds, but when it looks like this and your diamonds are like of that size, I am totally down to just have this on for the rest of the time. This is just the perfect contrast between the black opal and all of your diamonds, and yet it is not going to be $39.99, $38.88, not going to be. If you like it, you gotta call me right now. Again, $227 of VS diamonds, by the way. It's not like, oh, $227 of diamonds, we gotta, you know, downgrade the quality of the diamonds so that we can actually still, you know, break even. No, these are still VS diamonds. And frankly, even at 1,000 a carat, you know, that is, we are still losing on that. And this is not going to be $38.88. Again, call me if you would like this. This is one of those designs that if it's not already been retired, it is going to be retired. I have not seen this design in a really long time, now that I think about it. And do not expect this to come back anytime soon, if at all. We just simply cannot make it. Take a look at it from the side here. You can see how gorgeous. It almost looks like a double-sided black opal from this perspective. And then from the back here, it's got an under gallery still, true to size. It still tapers nicely here. Comfortable to wear. Diamonds go all the way to the top and bottom of this ring. It's not like, oh, can't see any more diamonds over, you know, this perspective of the piece. You know, the diamonds end like where the stone ends. No, the diamonds go the entire way. And if you would like, we'll make it $3,777 on this fabulous black opal piece. Again, take a look at it on the hand, because this is not a small piece that you will forget. You can just see how many diamonds there are in this one ring. 227 total weight. That center stone practically free. That gold, you can pay 50, we'll pay 50. We'll still size it for you. And $37.77 on this one will make it yours. I mean, just look at all of those dazzling diamonds. And if you do not like the opal, like, you know, if you want, tell your operators, we'll make a note to just send you the mounting. We'll just take out the opal. You can keep the stone for free, and we'll just send you the mounting. And if you have a stone that you want to put into this mounting, I mean, just tell me, tell us, and we can do that for you. Of course, you got to check with us first before we can say okay. But, you know, if you want to do that, if you want to just, you know, when you send it, take out the opal and just send me the whole piece, you know, broken down, like, we will do that for you. If you have a stone, maybe you want to see if it fits, we'll work with you. So let me know on this. You can't even make the mounting for $37.77, and here we are giving you an entire 403 black opal for free in this entire piece. And I also want to move it over to the index finger here, you know, just as another look here. You know, a lot of these dome designs I've been very inspired by, just, you know, moving on over to the index and seeing how it looks like on that finger. So it almost looks like an eye to me now that I moved it over. Kind of looks like an eye. So let me know on this. Again, could work anywhere, minus the thumb and the pinky. Let me try it on the middle finger too, see if it'll fit there. And it does. So, I mean, this is also another look. If you want to, you know, have something here, here, or here, this is the perfect ring to do so with. And $37.77, it will be yours. So let me know on this. Again, it's got that beautiful bluish grayish base color. Again, a lot of bright blues and green flashes in this stone. 403, that is not a teeny tiny little piece. $37.77. I am very amazed that it is still here. So let's go back up close on this before it's stuck on my middle finger forever. Then I'll have to take it home with me and make payments over time. But this is what it looks like. Again, those bright neon greens. Absolutely love it. Let me know if you love it too, if you want to pick it up today. And we also have that sapphire and ruby. It says it's a brooch. It is not a brooch. Maybe it was a brooch. I don't think it was a brooch. The one that I flashed earlier with all of the sapphires and the ruby is coming up. Try to clean that up because mirror finish gold on that one. It's got a lot of fingerprints on it. A lot of people admiring it, I would assume, and I would hope. And so that piece is coming up. Thank you, Julie. And yeah, if you want to see any more of my designs, I do have the other half of the page to get to. It was a little bit of a scatterbrained week for me. But let's show you this pendant first. So I'll move this guy aside here. And this is the pendant. It is quite a large pendant. Will it sit up? It will. That is amazing. This is 1123715. You've got your sapphires and one single heart-shaped ruby in this piece. I think the ruby pendant from earlier is still here with the heart shape. So if you want to see that, let me know. But this is 18K white gold. And this is a lot to read. Let me just make sure it's all correct. You know what? I think we'll have to verify on some of these. Oh wait, never mind. I just can't read. So for the sapphires, the blue sapphires, you have 204 total weight of all of your stones for the blue sapphires. So that is the round, the oval, and the heart-shaped blue sapphires. And your single heart-shaped ruby in the corner there is going to be 35 points. Silly me, forgot that there were diamonds in this piece. And of the diamonds, you have 25 points total weight in this gorgeous kind of, you know, not floral exactly, but very leaf-like, vine-like design. You know, I saw this piece and I was like, I wish gemstones could grow on trees, but unfortunately they do not. But could you imagine how bright and sparkly the world would look if, you know, faceted gemstones just grew on trees, and how the light would, you know, hit the gemstones on the trees and cast a beautiful, dazzling shadow on the ground. But unfortunately, they are not grown on trees, but if you can only imagine. This is our pendant, and this is a $49.99 piece. It's not going to be $49.99 today, even though it is a large piece, you know, over 2 carats of all of your blue sapphires combined, which all of them have that beautiful, brilliant, bright blue. You know, that bright royal blue, in fact. Some sapphires, keep saying it, but they do tend to turn a little bit darker here and there, and, you know, still a sapphire, yes, but what's the point of owning a blue sapphire if you can't even tell that it's a blue sapphire? It's just that dark of a stone. So these three clearly do not have that problem. Again, saverites also have that problem here and there. Have yet to meet a ruby with that problem, but several stones, you know, it's nice that to have the deeper color. But when it gets too dark, then that's when I'm like a little bit, okay, don't really like it as much. But these 3 stones clearly do not have that problem as I just kind of move it around. And you can see, and of course, that ruby at the top corner too. Beautiful, bright, sparkling, fiery, intense. This entire piece from top to bottom is going to measure 1.5 inches. This is what it looks like. So this is almost like a picture, like a painting. You could almost frame it and hang it up on the wall instead of wearing it. But of course, I hope you do wear it. This is a gorgeous piece. Could you just imagine wearing this against like a bright blue top, you know, so it's like almost like the blue sky, or again, wear it however you want to, but this is just a gorgeous piece. Not going to be $49.99 or even $29.99. Again, so got a few pieces here and there to get through today. So we'll just make this $1,999 for this gorgeous, spectacular piece. It's almost not like a pendant. It's almost like a painting to me, with how detailed it is, with the frame around it. And $19.99 will make it yours. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. So again, it is not a small piece, even against here. I probably not wear it against a textured shirt. Maybe like a white t-shirt, that could work, right? So this is just another look at it. A lot of negative space on this. Very thematic for, you know, with nature and such. So this is it, $19.99. And let's go back up close on this one. And could you imagine if you maybe have a bird pendant? If you were to layer it with this one, like stack the bird on top of it. I mean, that's just a thought. Which reminds me, I do have a few more pieces that are being worked on currently. I hope you guys like cats because they will have a few critters here and there. So I don't know how long that's going to take. It went into effect, you know, a couple weeks ago. They were approved, but I do have a few designs currently being worked on, including cats. So I know there's a lot of dog lovers out there, but if you happen to like cats, we got something for you coming up in the near future, hopefully as well. And this is what it looks like from the back, so you can see how clear and bright the stones are, even reflecting from the wrong perspective. And they also have the gold reinforcements on either side there. I'm surprised they even have that because this is a larger piece, larger surface area, but it's always nice to have a little bit of extra help there on either side to really just, you know, stabilize the piece when it's on your neckline. Though with this one, I really think that it didn't need it, but always glad that it is here. And it keeps falling over. So here it is. This is our gorgeous painting-like pendant. And let's bring back the yellow diamond. Actually, take another look at the yellow diamond here before we move on. Maybe I'll just show you guys the rest of the design on the page that I have here. Again, any feedback is welcome. If you have, you know, stones of your own that you maybe want to put into one of these mountings, that is also perfectly fine and doable. And of course, call us first with any information because, you know, some stones, if they are on the softer side, we'll have to ask first. So just let us know on anything you want us to work with you with. So we went over this top row earlier in today's show. And then I went a complete 180 to more of a abstract kind of look here. So this is more like the true charm style. I thought kind of like a painterly swipe of a gold band here, you know, to really just balance it out. Have a stone up here, have two connected stones down here, and, you know, pear-shaped emerald cut. That was just my first thought. It doesn't have to be those two shapes. And for all of these designs, I just kept thinking multicolored sapphires. So again, I'd also think maybe diamonds, but good luck getting a diamond of that size or shape, shape and size for both of these, and maybe even this one. So that's just an idea here. And so I just kind of thought maybe go a little bit crazy here. And I thought, you know, doesn't have to be for rings. I know rings are, you know, 90% of everything that we have here, but, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be for rings. I just went over to the necklace, the neckline here. Just thought maybe we can translate this into a necklace, maybe make it more simple. You know, diamond up here, charm down here, so it's not too over the top. And that, I mean, maybe could even be, you know, diamond up here, it could be a ruby, emerald, sapphire, right? There's no matching to be done. And I just thought, you know, maybe just mix and match it up. It could be merengue pink spinel, ruby, right? Paraiba and merengue pink spinel. Like, that's also an idea that I maybe could work with. But again, for a simple design like this, I just thought there's a lot to work with, a lot of color combinations that I could play around with. And I just thought from here all the way to down here, I just thought, you know what, make it even more simple. Make it kind of like just a thin slice of gold and twist it in a way so that it goes from the gold to diamond. So it's kind of like, you know, gold on the outside, diamonds on the inside. And then I went over here and thought maybe make it seem like there is a stone sitting in the middle of this gold slice here. So they were just some ideas here. And again, see where I kind of just, my train of thought went, my rambling with myself went. And again, from neckline to the earrings, I just thought, you know, this is a little bit, maybe a little bit too crazy. Probably not for this one, but originally I had it without the trilliant and the oval here. Just had it with the round and these two down here again, but that was just another thought. This could be like an open hoop style, mirror finish gold, and just several stones here and there. You know, I just thought something different, something that I usually wouldn't do. And then down here we just have some random, you know, sketches here and there. Charm again, evil eye with maybe a pear shape like a teardrop, but maybe that would be a little bit too sad. Smile, I thought we don't have like a smile ring sort of. Just thought maybe we'd combine, you know, a smile and a charm, but then there is the size to think about, so probably not on that one. And then here, kind of a mixture of the two. So we have two bands connected together with sort of these charms here. Kind of gives DBTY, but also kind of gives that one specific bangle that we also did a ring version for. So kind of a mixture of the two, and of course negative space between here, but just some thoughts, just some ideas. And I went a little bit more abstract here, triangular shapes, kind of like a bypass style, and then I had them, you know, overlapping. Don't know what that is. And then over here, again, I just thought, you know, maybe with diamonds and gold, maybe a little bit too simple. Maybe if we had, you know, white, yellow, or pink diamonds, you can put them right there, pear shapes, of course, and ruby, emerald, sapphires, any other stones, Paraibas maybe, like put them over there. So it's, again, another case of color mix and matching. Just thought some other sketches here, and again, with the cat's eyes, if we had two perfectly matching cat's eye stones, I would make this with no hesitation. But this is all we have for this week. Again, if there's anything you guys like, it's a little bit messy this week, but I'll probably do one of these, hopefully. Maybe this one with one of our larger Paraibas. I'll have to go and loiter around the private collection, maybe do a little spying, but maybe this one with one of the larger pear-shaped Paraibas. I think we maybe have a 3 or 4 carat one, so thinking maybe in the near future, but this is it, and hope you guys enjoyed. And let's go back to our yellow diamond on the wheel here. And oh, Tracy has cats. You have 2 that like to watch with you. That is so nice. I wish I could own cats or dogs, but I am allergic to cats and dogs, so I had a turtle once. But thank you for joining me. My name is Joyce. Last 30 or so minutes of Friday evening. And if you have any last minute requests, again, please let me know. We can go in the back and check. Have a few pieces still here. Maybe do a little recapping for the last 30 so minutes. Congolese tourmalines, I think both are still here, so maybe we'll have to recap those. The fire opal pendant for $4.99 I think is still here, so we have a problem there. But a couple pieces still here, still hanging out. Corner rupine is still here as well, and I did flash these earlier. I had designed these a little whiles back. These are our black opals with the pear-shaped yellow diamonds, so maybe I should take apart these and work on those. So let me know if you want to see anything else that I maybe flashed throughout the show, if you want to see anything. And yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. It's always been a joy and a pleasure, and I love sharing my designs with you guys, even though they may get a little bit crazy and maybe nobody would wear them, but at least we tried. So thank you so much for being here with me and for enjoying all of your pieces, and enjoy watching. And let's go back to our yellow diamond on the wheel right there. But yeah, I would love to own a cat. We actually do have several cats. I think they're strays that hang out outside the building and in the area, and they are so friendly. Some of them actually let me pick them up, and they are so friendly and fluffy and soft, but they need baths, as I discovered after I picked one of them up. You know, it's always, it's a dangerous game for me, you know, going near these cats. I love them, but will I suffer from allergies for the rest of my day? Maybe, probably, usually it's a yes, but I just love the cats. They're so cute, and they come to me, and I don't have food for them, unfortunately, but I can always give them head scratches. And yeah, yellow diamond is here. Second to last drawing, an oval, amethyst, and round diamond. So I don't have these numbered, so I'll have to go back and see. Oval, amethyst, and round diamond. Do you mean the necklace, Tracy? Again, I'm so sorry I don't have these numbered. Maybe I'll refine some of these sketches for next week, but I don't feel too seriously about anything that I showed you guys this week, aside from maybe the pendant, the pear shape, and a lot of just, you know, thinking and just sketching whatever I thought, but that's usually the process. It's always a bunch of sketches and only a small percentage gets okayed, which, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm also very harsh on my designs, so it's actually good that I actually, you know, get to finalize some pieces here and there, but this is just part of the process. You know, 90% of it, even 95 up to 98% is always rejected, and that's perfectly fine. That is part of it. And so I'm just glad that I have you guys to share them with. And let me know. Oh, growing up, I had a neighbor who had a Siamese cat. And actually, come to think of it, I don't think it gave me allergies. You know, Siamese cats were my favorite cats growing up, so maybe I'll have to think about it. But then the problem is, where I live, I don't have a fence or a gate, so coyotes can, you know, freely wander, and, you know, that's not ideal for cats or dogs. So maybe one day have to close off my backyard first and then get a cat. But yeah, Siamese cats, they're also very cute. They were my favorite cats growing up. And I'll have to think about it. But yeah, coyotes are here. I've always told my mom, if we can't have a cat or a dog, can we at least have a coyote? I just grab one off the street. I mean, they've jump scared me a few times. I get home, it's like what, 11:30, and then I open the car door and there's a coyote next to me looking at me, and I'm like, oh, close the door and wait for him to go away. And then another time I was driving back home, almost made it to the driveway. There was a coyote running alongside my car, and I was like, okay, I don't want that. So I slowed down, and as I slowed down, the coyote also slowed down while making eye contact with me, and I'm like, like, one of us has got to go. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of coyotes here. Probably shouldn't have them as pets, but we do have a lot of them. Inside cats, I guess we could do that, yeah. There's been a few cat owners in my neighborhood that let their cats out, and they always kind of scares me because, yeah, coyotes and stuff, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But Siamese cats, definitely, maybe one day. The sketch with the triangles close together. Oh, I could see if we make the triangle big enough, maybe put a oval amethyst in it. That could be an idea. Yeah, so a lot of these sketches, maybe I'll do some refining over the next weeks, and then we'll see where they end up. And then, you know, if we end up going anywhere, then they'll be hopefully approved and then created, and the long wait begins. But call me on this yellow diamond. I know it's been sitting up here for a long time now, but let's move on to that golden tourmaline that I had flashed earlier, so call me on that one. But we do have this golden tourmaline, which I totally thought was a morganite when I first saw it, but it is not. This is 1123639, and this is tourmaline. Golden pink, I think, is the best way to describe this because you really cannot describe this one word or this one stone with one word. Call it golden, it's not exactly pure golden. Call it pink, it's not exactly pure pink. It's kind of like a padparasha where you can't exactly call it a pink or an orange. It's kind of like a orangey pink or a pinky orange. Same goes for this piece. So I love that. I love the golden pink description right here. That is exactly how I would have called it. And this is 18K white gold. This is not a small ring. Lot of negative space on this one, yes. That also contributes to the overall size of this ring. And this is our 430 trillionth center stone. It's got 56 points of the diamonds. And you can kind of see where all the diamonds are so beautifully set. And also how you have some slightly larger stones here and there to really just add to the design, because you know, if you could imagine this piece without the larger stones in this one, it'd look kind of bland, kind of like it's missing something, but just that slight touch, the slight addition of the larger white diamonds, that really just completes the entire look. Love how there's also diamonds on the side there. Again, tourmalines, they are notorious for being highly included stones, and yet every single tourmaline you've seen here, as clean as can be and as bright, dazzling, sparkly as can be. And this is not going to be $39.99. It is not even going to be $1,999. And oh, Tracy, you have designed jewelry for yourself? I would love to see any pictures if you want to share. I always love to see, you know, what other people design, and you know, I haven't designed for myself, but I always love working with you guys and designing pieces, and it's always fun. It's a fun process, seeing the CAD models, seeing the end results, and seeing from where we started from. I know this is very beautiful. It's very unique, and it's kind of giving a little bit of a floral vibe to me. But take a look at it on the hand, because you know, on the wheel it doesn't really do it justice, but on the hand, this is how you're going to be seeing the ring. Because you know, if you get this, I hope you know, at least try it on your hand and don't just, you know, leave it in the box or in the vaults, but at least wear this, because this is not going to be $19.99. If you would like this, we'll make it $1,699 to the very first caller. And again, that stone is not small. Let me actually take it off and hold it so you can kind of see it from this distance with the negative space there. So again, this is not a small piece. Still true to size on this one, $16.99. From here, again, it looks a little bit confusing. You don't really know what you're looking at, but then once it goes on the hand, that's when you can really tell the overall design of this piece, how well those diamonds work, especially the larger stones, how beautifully bright and dazzling that trillion cut center stone is as well. And again, that golden pink color tourmaline. We've seen, you know, golden tourmalines. We've even seen, you know, reddish orangey tourmalines, and I have not seen a tourmaline of this color that I can remember. So this is one of those pieces that, even design-wise, leaves a lasting impression on you, and you can grab it today. This entire ring for $16.99. We'll still size it for you, just has to stay like it is in the 18K white gold. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, even though it is a larger ring, it's not high off the hand at all. It's kind of like a shield design in a way, but this is just a gorgeous take. I love, you know, the white gold. It just gives it such a great contrast between the center stone and, you know, everything else. You don't want to, you know, lose your center stone, especially when it's such a, you know, a unique color as that one is. So let me know on this one. $16.99 again, and this is what it looks like one more time from the side here. It's got a split shank, but honestly, from this perspective, you can't see it. But just know that it's there. Diamonds are there. It's not, you know, annoying to wear. It does slightly overlap the neighboring fingers here, but again, it is not, you know, annoying to wear. It's not uncomfortable unless you're actively like adjusting it like this. You're not going to, you know, you're not going to be constantly bumping into it and being like, oh, such a uncomfortable nuisance on my hands. Like, you're going to love this when it is on your hand. And I might just leave it on the hand for a couple more seconds here, because on the wheel it looks great and all, yes, but on the hand is truly the perfect look, especially at a ring with so much negative space as this one has. And let me actually move it over to the index. And some of these pieces I just have to move it on over and see what it looks like. I mean, that's also a look. And it almost gives like a quatrefoil kind of style from this perspective. Somehow I moved it over like, what, 2 inches, and then suddenly it's like quatrefoil style. So just like that, maybe it's just me, but absolutely love this design. The open spaces, and it's very, I would say it's pretty casual to wear. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, fancy. It's definitely out there. It's very abstract, but, you know, still I would be open to wearing this. And if you do decide to get it, you're like, you know what, the style is nice, but it's not for me, send it right on back, and that's no problem at all. But this is just a gorgeous piece. Just thought, you know, bring it out for another look. And here it is. Back up close one more time so you can really see the inside of that stone there. Let me actually zoom in just a little bit so you can see more of the stone, because I'm very intrigued at, you know, the stone colors. You can very clearly see there are oranges, bright yellows, and there are definitely pink flashes coming through. So it's not just, you know, another tourmaline. This is a tourmaline that, quite frankly, is very unique color-wise. I have not seen anything like this before. Certainly not, you know, the golden variety with, you know, flashes of pink in it. You know, just those two words together almost reminds me of, you know, Imperial Topaz, which, if you want Imperial Topaz, I do have a gents ring here. I mean, I just want to see, you know, a color comparison here. So, I mean, definitely has more pink for the Imperial Topaz, but can you see what I mean by it kind of reminds me of, you know, potentially an Imperial Topaz in this one? So let me know on this one. $16.99 for a rather large and impressive ring. And if you missed it earlier, we did have a Trapiche emerald. So I'm going to take this away. And we had a Trapiche emerald single halo ring, a lovely stone. I just love how it looks like water somehow. But this was 1123868, and it has a single halo of diamonds. Not every single rare and collectible stone needs a museum-worthy mounting, but, you know, single halo on this one. Very simple, everyday wearable, stackable if you would like to experiment with it. White, yellow, or the rose gold if you wanted to. Again, I would really recommend this in the white gold. And I've seen Trapiche emeralds out there. Some of them can have a, you know, a grayish body color to it. Some of them can have, you know, near colorless, you know, a grayish green, barely there kind of color. So even for rare collectible stones like this, we're not just going to take what's out there and just take it like it is and just forget all quality control, and it's rare and collectible. You guys will all just love it and grab it. We are still, you know, have our standards for quality, and this is, I mean, this is, quite frankly, this is just proof of that, because Trapiche emeralds, you know, you look online, there are some stones out there that, you know, less than ideal, and yet here we are still bringing you the best of the best. This one is here, $19.99. Take a look at it on the hand again. If you maybe missed it earlier today, we had it, I think, at the very first hour here. So let me know if you would like to pick this one up, Trapiche emerald. And if not, we don't have, you know, a million of them, but we do have a few here and there to go around. I'm just glad that we have any at all. So $19.99 on this one. Let me know. Again, very traditional style, single halo here. Works with anything. If you want to wear it by itself, that's fine. Wear it with something else, it's fine as well. And $19.99 will get it home to you. This is what it looks like back up close. And let me see if there's anything else. Our 2 Congolese tourmalines, I believe, are still here. If you maybe wanted a corner rupee, I do have one. Quickly flashed it. Just let me know if you want to see it. Again, I just love how both are green stones, and yet both are so different in terms of color, saturation. This one has a little bit of a minty blue color to it, which I absolutely love to see in corner rupee. So let me know if you want to see that one. If you remember the price of the Sapphire that we had last week, we'll do it for the exact same price. So call me on that. If you want to see the graphics, let me know as well. We will make it work for you. And we also we had a request earlier today for baguette and round diamonds in a pendant. And I would like to bring you a similar concept in heart-shape form. This is going to be 1121019. This is that gorgeous take on a pair of earrings here. These are not small earrings, by the way, but they are gorgeous. They are so visible, and even still wearable. If you want to wear them with a regular, white t-shirt and jeans, I'd say go for it. If you want to wear it with an elegant, beautiful dress, I think they work as well. But this is going to be 18K white gold only for these. Only got this one pair. They've gone through a lot of discounting, but of all of your diamonds combined, you have a carat 98 total weight, which, first of all, VS diamonds, you guys all know the prices, or what the price should be, but to combine it with baguettes, which, by the way, are on a totally different price scale, and yet here we have a carat 98 combined into one piece. This is only going to be for one person. This is what, again, a little bit difficult to display here, but I just love how the light hits the tapered baguettes and how it just, displays that much more light, just magnified back at you. This was supposed to be $9,999, and I wish we had a million of them. When we had the rings with the marquise shapes, I wish we had a million of them. That was another phenomenon. It was another trend. That was very interesting to see. We're just like, you know what? We're done with this collection. Once it's gone, it's gone. We'll just move on. But everyone seemed to love it, and so I'm glad that we actually have, last few pieces here and there with the tapered baguette theme. This is not going to be $99.99 or even $7,999. I mean, take a look at these against the hand here, because this is not a small, dainty little heart-shaped, cutesy, charm drop earring. This is a lot. And I just love how in the center they didn't just combine the two heart shapes, how the center there's actually that extra little section there to really separate the entire piece, give it a longer drop, give it more of a presence on the ear. And it's not even going to be $3,999. I should probably stop there, but I'm not going to. So let's go back up close. I will hold one up to my ear here. And then here you can see again what I mean by these are not small. Like if you were to cut off the bottom heart and the section in the middle, like that part that I'm holding it by itself would be a large and impressive stud by itself. And yet here we have those extra dangles, a very lovely, fabulous presence on the ear, and it's not even going to be $39.99. Call me now if you'd like to grab them. Again, 18K white gold only. These are, again, gorgeous. And let's go back up close, as I actually had a pear shape stud version from this exact same designer. They weren't dangles, they were studs. They were, granted, they were rather large studs, and yet I had them on for one of my Friday shows many, many moons ago. And this, by the way, is 1.25 inches from top to bottom. But I was wearing the studs, and then down the hall, Ping sees me and she says, "Come here." And I go, "Uh-oh." What is it now? And then she goes, "Those earrings are so bright. I could see it from all the way down the hall." Now, the hallway is not exactly a well-lit area, I will say that. And yet, with the very minimal light that we had, she could see the earrings I was wearing from all the way down the hall. And those earrings, they had VS round brilliant cut white diamonds, and they also had VS tapered baguette diamonds. And so that is just to tell you, you know, no matter how strong the light is around you, if you've got this combination will catch everyone's attention. And something else that I think will catch your attention is going to be the price on these, because it is not going to be $39.99 or even $2,999. Call me if you like this. Again, I only got the one. Tapered baguettes, very difficult to work with, very difficult to cut and set together in a uniform shape so that, you know, not one stone looks out of place, and then you just got to redo the whole thing. There's a lot of work that is put into this pair of earrings, so if you would like this, please call me now. We'll make it $24.99. That is it. That is all. Take a look at it from the back as well. I mean, totally unnecessary to give it that extra, you know, under gallery, but went ahead and did them anyways. You can also see the post position of these earrings here, directly in the center. And $24.99, again, last call on these. Any piece from this designer, last call, last chance. Any piece you see in the future, again, that's it. The collection is done for the foreseeable future. And so you gotta let me know if you maybe want to own one of these pieces from that specific collection, because again, it is a very impressive and a lot of work put into it as well. I mean, probably the easiest part of, you know, creating these earrings would be just drawing it out, designing it, you know, right, just sketching it on paper, and then the hard work comes after that, you know, casting these, you know, setting all of the stones and everything after that. And $24.99, they really should not be, but here they are. So let me know if you'd like to pick them up today. And we're going to, you know, be wrapping up this collection very soon. And let me see if there's anything else. Golden quartz pendants still hanging out. I've got that one Tanzanite. Maybe we'll just set that aside for a potential museum visit. Paraiba studs are also still hanging out for $35.99 on that one. Blue zircon ring. I did flash that earlier. Let me just show it to you guys with all the information. Don't worry, it's not the huge jumbo-sized blue zircon piece that I'm sure we all know and love, but this is going to be 1121931. This is that beautiful bright blue zircon oval stone in our beautiful signature style mounting. This is going to be, I would say it's the medium-sized signature style. We know, you know, we've done the smaller size, we have a larger size, but this is going to be that beautiful medium-sized signature style. 405 in your center stone, carat 28 still of diamonds on this one. $59.99 was, and it's not going to be. You know, blue zircons, they tend to be cut rather deep. So I'm just surprised that we're able to bring you a blue zircon in this style at all, as you know, you don't see as much of the blue zircons, and that is because, you know, they are more difficult to work with, like with the kunzites. They tend to be of a deeper cut. You know, we don't want the stone to be, you know, protruding outwards so much. to the point where you feel uncomfortable wearing it. And then more often than not, we have to make, custom mountings for stones like these, and especially for like the kunzites. This is not going to be $59.99 or $29.99 or even going to be $19.99 today. This is what it looks like from the side one more time. Again, the diamonds end right where your fingers meet. And good night, Tracy. Thank you for tuning in today. Have a great rest of your day. Genevieve, for questions about shipping, we would ask that you call customer service. Also, just an announcement, customer service is here Monday to Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. I know a lot of you guys might think that customer service is here when the show is happening, but they are here in the daytime. So just a heads up there. Hopefully that helps. Same exact phone number, it's just different hours. And coming out of the grocery store the other day with your 1-inch 3+ carat hoops. Carolyn, that is a great way for your husband to locate you, by your diamond hoops. He could see your earrings shining as soon as you came out of the store, and he was parked across the driveway and one car down. That is amazing. That is VS Diamonds right there. Carolyn, thank you so much for letting us know. That is that is both funny and amazing, and I'm so glad that you love your earrings. And if you love this blue zircon, we'll just do something a little bit extra. Not sure I'm supposed to be doing this. We'll just make it $18.88 on this one, just like that, done and done. So let's go back up close on this one. Take another look at it, and if you would like it, please call me, $18.88 on this one, and that will make it yours. And with that, we might have to bring out some pieces for recap here. And I think the fire opal pendant is still here for $4.99. I say fearfully, but if you maybe missed it earlier, again, I just thought bring out a variety of pieces, fire opal, smaller stone on this one, $4.99 on that. I'm gonna have to zoom back a little bit here. I'll bring out some pieces here and there. I think both of our Congo tourmalines are still hanging out as far as I am aware of. And if you wanted the larger of the two, definitely go for the one in the bridge. So I'll just bring out the one in the bridge. Again, the other one I believe is still here. So the other one is also $29.99, but just thought I'd bring out some options here and there. And what else did we have today? We had a black opal in a ring. I know, very, very unimpressive when I say it, but it is a 4 carat plus black opal, and that ring by itself has, I believe it was over 2 carats of diamonds. So yeah, the black opal was a 403 center with 227 of your diamonds. So this is not a, just a black opal in a ring. It is that and so much more. Also, if you maybe missed it earlier, we had a Trapiche emerald, single halo on that one. And this little guy looks a little bit out of place, so maybe I'll replace him with something else. Maybe something else that is blue or green. I mean, we had the Tanzanite, which maybe I'll bring that back up again. We also had a Mahenge pink spinel that I had flashed, but did not have time to show. So maybe if you wanted to see this one, maybe I'll just move it around here. Have our greens in the front, blues blending into the back there. And last couple minutes of our show here. Thank you guys again for being here for yet another fabulous Friday evening. As you know, Lauren will be back with you guys starting tomorrow. Daytime shows tomorrow. All of the schedule info is on our website, TVON.com. If you have any questions, let us know. But again, any other questions, call customer service. If you want their hours, they are on our website. Again, same phone number, different hours. And we'll be back here 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow on TV, online, everywhere you can find us. Again, everything, all the information is on our website, TVON.com. And stay tuned because there are some exciting new pieces, as usual, for every single day. And weekend shows, again, I just love how, how intense they are and how many great values there are as well. So please join Lauren tomorrow and Sunday and Monday as well. And I will see you guys back here next Friday. And again, thank you so much for being here. Love the feedback on the sketches as always, and you know, hit or miss, you know, that's part of the process. And let me know if there's anything you like in particular, and I can always work with you on that. And again, thank you so much for being here with me. Let's go back to our recap wheel here. Take one last look at our fabulous recap wheel. I know the mahogany pink spinel looks really out of place there, but let me see if there's anything else. Oh, we had the Paraiba studs. Maybe I'll replace that with the studs here. So Paraiba studs we had for $35.99. They were here earlier today. And maybe I'll just move this back here. Move the mahogany pink spinel aside and maybe bring out the Paraiba studs right here. So hopefully they'll fit in like that, kind of. But again, we'll be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show. If you have any last questions, again, pieces do tend to go. So call in earlier, the earlier the better. Get your first dibs on your favorite pieces. And we will see you right back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and for a fabulous weekend ahead. So again, thank you guys so much for being here with me. My name is Joyce, and have a great rest of your night, and we will see you soon.